let's go with my secondary.
Okay.
Destroy any base and bunkers. So.
Yep.
Strafing run.
Cunning deployment.
I usually forget about my strafing run. Bunker assault.
We didn't talk about this, but moving underneath this.
Yeah.
Can we move underneath it?
Oh, it's all solid.
So count it solid. Okay, perfect. So if you want to go up, you got to climb.
Yeah, you gotta climb.
Okay. I want to clarify that before we get going.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, same thing with here. You gotta climb over it. Go my secondary. Surface scan.
You still got a co-pilot.
Hey, Consular.
Go ahead, my secondary.
Sorry about that.
So destroy enemy base.
My secondary.
Then the heal.
Where can I put your crab droid?
Oh yeah, just leave it there.
And then one of previous solutions is collected.
Okay.
And last one, I'm bringing the heal. We'll go ahead and veto that. And recon mission.
Okay.
Okay.
That's my.
Come over and I'll look into your units.
Okay.
Can I come over and look at his units? All right, looks like a very interesting game. Melee versus melee. One has an ATST, the other one has Mr. Grievous. Or grievous, as some call him.
So this isn't all of your stuff,
If
though,
you
right?
watched
This
round one,
isn't everything, right?
this is
Oh, and then
the same
right
droids
here.
list.
Oh, so I have 3 B2s, 3 magna guards.
Okay.
Oh, this is just naked.
2
Three,
droidecas.
yeah, three droidicas, 3 B2s, no crab droid.
And then the super tack.
Yes.
Okay. That's the ones I didn't see. Okay.
Oh, it's right here. Super attack.
Okay. So, Han Solo, esteemed leader, up close personal, recon, Leia, improvised orders, Underworlds, recon, low gray with improvised orders and secret ingredients, Wicket, situation awareness, forest dwellers, C-3PO naked, rebel troopers with the 5X21 trooper, astromech droid, and impact grenades. Ewok skirmishers with trapper, the full squad, and forest dwellers.
These 2? How many?
So there's a 6-man, 6-man, and a 10-man.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And then these 3 are all exactly the same. They're all slingers with the extra guys and a trapper in each unit.
Okay.
And they have force dwellers as well.
Okay. So these 2 are by themselves, right? Or which ones are single units?
Sorry, I've got this backwards. The trapper card should be over here.
Okay.
It's on these guys.
Okay.
Because the trapper model's here. But it doesn't do anything, it just adds the miniature.
Okay. So it should be at least.
So it's 6, 10, 11, 11, 11.
Okay.
Okay?
And those are the skirmishers or the.
These are the slingers.
The slingers,
Those are
okay.
skirmishers.
Okay.
And then Chewie.
Chewie, okay. How many
11 white save surging.
No, how many activations?
13.
13. Okay.
Hey,
I
you?
have 10. So
Okay, so
I
you
get 2.
Yep.
And then who you're giving that to?
I think I'm gonna give it to Chewy.
Okay.
Crazy. Both of these people I know were looking at each other's list before this game. And they
Here's
both
these
just
back.
walked over. It's like, oh, what's your list? What's your list? I don't know. It's like two little schoolgirls.
All right. Have a good game, man.
Yep. And then, so the first activation.
couldn't be
So do
more
I do this now or do I do it once the activation starts? Like after cards?
Start the first activation.
Okay.
So after you give it a boost.
Okay.
I'm gonna divulge.
Okay. When do I do scouting party?
You get a scouting party with the unit that has scouting party.
Okay.
No, during setup.
During
You'll
setup.
choose it.
Okay. So you're divulging. Yep. So you get reinforcements.
Okay. I'm gonna give them to my B2s, my reinforcements.
Okay. Scouting party for me is going on low gray and C3PO.
Oh yeah, because they don't have any scout.
So I have Scout 1, Scout 1, Scout 2, Scout 2, Scout 2, nothing. Scout 1, Scout 1, Scout 1, Scout 1, and nothing.
Okay.
So I should just say everything's scouting except for these two,
Okay.
and 3 of them have Scout 2.
All right.
Wait, who did he just give Scout to?
Before the game starts, I guess I'm gonna do my strafing run before I forget.
Pretty much everything except the Rebel Troopers and Chewie.
Yep. Right there.
Yeah, we have like both of the hyper aggressive melee lists
The strafing run
on the
there.
final table.
Yep.
And do not underestimate our means.
Okay. So on mine, Wicket and Leia get tokens. And by the way, I don't have enough of the right tokens, so I don't have any operatives, but I do have an operative token in here that will be for commander. Because I've got 5 commanders, only 4 tokens.
Okay.
But I have no operatives, so this is a commander.
Okay. Well, who's your operatives?
I don't have any
Oh
operatives.
no. Okay, so just
That's
a
what I'm saying,
commander.
so it's just a commander token.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah.
So, gotta go
Confusing, though,
Wicket,
do the same
Wicket
thing for
and
Dark Troopers.
Leia,
Yeah.
and then Leia from the card will kick 1 to Chewie.
Wait, who has scouting party?
What?
Who'd you give it to?
Low gray and C3PO. The only ones that can get it in my list at this point. Slingers all have independent.
Ah, just double checking to make sure everything's all good.
Keep everybody
Accountable.
accountable. Yeah.
My B2s have independent.
Yep. I'm gonna put a dodge on secret ingredients. Low gray will take a dodge, and he will kick it to Wicket with aid, which would give 1 to Leia as well.
Retinue, Magna Guards are gonna get dodges. For my orders, I'm gonna give 1 in each Magna Guard, and then 1 to my Jordicas. My super tactical is gonna do direct AI to my other Jordicas, and entourage to my other Magna Guards. So 3 Magna Guards and 2 Jordicas.
Okay.
So right now I'm looking at
And
just building a
you go
list.
first.
What's going on?
It's 58 points for a 10-man squad of Ewok slingers. Red
Oh,
on
yeah, they get
the
3 dodges.
like indomitable saves.
So we'll give
They get
1 to
the
Leia.
scout from
Gives
the
1 to
Wicket.
one to
if they bring
Wicket.
Wicket.
We'll give 1 to Wicket.
Or whatever
We'll
you
give
want.
1 to Leia,
Crazy.
and
They're
we'll
dirt
give 1 to
cheap.
Chewie.
Yeah. That's why he has like 13 activations. Or
I didn't realize it'd be that cheap for them. That's 10 black dice, primitive. Yeah, primitive doesn't really matter.
It
Primitive,
didn't really come up in the last game. At least
Well-
I don't think it did.
even if you turn the crits to hits, you might still have enough crits. I mean, enough just normal hits to
Chewie
go
will
past the
move to
cover.
there
I mean, the armor.
and take a dodge.
So it doesn't really affect the amount of
Question:
things it blocks.
can my strafing run interrupt the incognito?
Yeah, all
It's not in
the keywords.
attack, I don't believe.
I'm gonna pass.
You know, it's the worst one. It wouldn't do anything.
Okay, so it just adds suppression. I just wanted to.
Attack.
Okay.
So it wouldn't
Okay. Thank you.
You know what? We'll go with Leia.
you get stuck pretty much.
So we have another bunker assault
Yeah, with Leia.
with a recon mission.
So, Scout
I haven't
one.
seen that one yet.
Yeah, it looks like the left side of the board
So
is
she's
very,
gonna
very open.
scout and then move to there.
And then the right side is very
And then
defensive
she
with the
will
buildings.
take a dodge.
Yeah.
So
I'm
she's
a
got
fan
one more
of this board
dodge.
because of the steps. It just seems like it would just be all open terrain.
Yeah. Well, my question is, can they see through those gaps in between the buildings?
Before the game, they ruled that they can't see
Droidicas.
through the gaps and they can't see.
They're just gonna
underneath the
double
ship.
move. Can he be overhanging the building?
Yes,
Okay.
As long as it's not within 45 degrees. Like that.
Yeah, okay. Pass.
Okay. We'll go with Wicket. So Scout 2. He'll go to there. He will dodge and aim, which gives Leia a dodge and aim as well.
So we're gonna scout one.
I'm gonna pass.
So this is you have 10 activations, right? So this is your last pass.
This is my last pass. Yeah.
So Wicket, Leia, and
Slingers.
the ATS here on the board at the moment. Doesn't really do much for the game.
So we have Scout.
Yeah. Yep.
You've been fried, I can tell.
Are you muted?
So can I
I
walk
was
up on
muted.
that shorter than a silhouette? Okay, so do you mind if I scout here then to go up? Perfect, thank you. So walk up to there, we'll take a dodge.
So Wicket
Other
and Leia
Droidicas?
behind the ATST, using it as mobile cover.
Yeah, because you can't shoot through it.
Yeah.
Super good.
Super good, but I really
Alright, this is the
think
leader for this unit.
the walls on
Was that?
like the bottom of the screen right now provides so much more for
Yeah.
just everything about it come at it. Because if you can't see the Magna Guards, like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Right, but if I can't get him up there,
Then your second action has to be another move. You cannot dodge. You'll have to move to a place where you can.
okay. So let me.
Does he have too many Ewoks to fit on that wing?
Yeah, too many Ewoks, and he's trying to put units down below.
The negative of the Super Squad.
Yep.
Oh, those are the foils. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh.
No, I mean I gave you one to give away, so
I'll take whatever you were gonna give him. If that's
so-
okay.
good.
Got it. Oh, okay, cool.
and dodge. And that is my green squad, so I'll try to keep track of tokens on here as much as possible because they get a little congested.
Was that the same? Was that another unit, or was that the same unit?
Making sure.
That's the same unit.
Okay, I just finished with the.
Because I thought if you had it where you couldn't get, where the leader's up on a height, but you can't get other models up there, then they'd have to drop down.
That is fine, but then your next move has to be a move where you can go Legion.
Okay.
I just finished painting my Droidicas, so your turn.
Okay.
Oh, are you a Dooku boy? Are you a future Han Solo? Oh,
I don't have any real
Special Forces.
crazy attack strike.
You know what? We're gonna go improvise orders. For core, we'll take the core. They're moving on, so one move, two. And Agile 2 gets him 2 dodges. It's like pike spam all over again with all the dodges. I did the math earlier. On a regular turn, after turn 1, I think I can get 8 dodges on Leia a turn.
That's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous, but then it's also just white saves.
Yeah.
Like,
Like they get blown
core
up
unit.
easy, so they gotta give themselves a...
yeah, sharpshooter 2 or blast or anything kind of just starts deleting them. Like once you get to remove their cover
What do
and
you
their low
have
profile,
left?
like they don't really stand a chance.
I have 3 characters, 3 core, 2 slingers.
Like we saw that in round 3 where the Ewoks were facing against Empire with the dewbacks with a flamethrower, and it just picked up a big squad.
What's the
and won.
ranges
Yeah.
On what?
on the
So-
slingers?
So the slingers are range 2.
Okay, everything is range 2. What's the range of your rebels?
3.
3. Okay.
Their special guns only range 2 though.
What's their special gun?
2 red, 2 white, pierce, impact 1.
Impact 1. Okay. Okay, you just easily walk through it, right? It's the same. Okay.
And then they've got the piercing shells.
And being on top of it, it would be still a heavy cover.
We didn't say it was area, so
Oh, area? Okay.
Critical one.
So what would be the heavy cover?
the buildings, and yeah, like if we're like shooting across kind of thing, as long
Okay.
as it's going through it.
So
That being said,
if he is on there and this is air giving heavy cover,
As long as it crosses through the terrain.
as long as it passes through, so the bottom of their base passing through going up, which is
Yeah.
okay.
smart.
I don't understand why he's not just putting them on the left side deployment, pushing them up that way. I would just get him the cover he wants, not in the open. Right now, he's just kind of leaving himself very just in the open. Maybe he's trying to bait an attack, but
Well, but I mean, like majority of his army is range 2.
yeah.
I mean, you gotta look out for the ATSD, but like,
The ATS can do some wounds with a low grade, giving it an aim next turn probably. That'd be my call.
Double move.
It has the defensive surge, which is nice, and red saves, but
Commander.
it's red saves. Sometimes they can just be white saves.
Well, I mean, let's just keep it going. So, Wicket has the scouting party. He's just going to scout to here.
Wicket and Logray are just melee, right?
Or sorry, low gray, not Wicket. Thank you, low gray.
Logray? I have no idea which one.
But when you're not a dice save throw, it should be too bad.
Yeah, he's going to dodge and aim. And he's going to aid it to Wicket for each one.
That's true.
So, Wicket and Leia both get a dodge and aim.
I just meant bring up Luna.
And that's it.
Okay. I'm gonna drop on my pile.
I don't understand why he's being so defensive at the moment, where the other list
the
can't shoot
core.
at range 2. They're both range 2 lists. Like
Well,
right
I mean,
now,
you got the droidicas.
the Dracos both already went.
Yeah.
Like right now is the perfect time to set up for your next turn of how you're getting everyone everywhere. And with the low grade so far in the back, he wants to aim and then do all
double
that
move?
stuff, and it's
Okay.
he's not going to be viable till turn probably 4.
Yeah. Maybe the ATS
Commander?
was like a bad choice right there.
Yeah.
Go ahead and bring pawn.
Like I think the ATSD on the other side would just provide more cover and coverage
We're going to scout,
for room for people to come.
Okay.
and then climb, and then climb. Down to there.
Ooh, looks
Okay.
like Han's trying to be aggressive.
Yeah.
Han's going to get snatched up to melee next turn if he's not careful, though.
Is
Another core.
What do you think
like
the
trying
chance
to
of
see
me
if there was like any
pulling
type of
my last
barrier.
commander before any of these?
But it's just the pillars.
Yeah, but my question is, what did they call those big pieces of terrain down there on the right side of the screen? Are those just barricades so those Magna Guards can just fly across there is my question.
Probably just fly across it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, we'll kind of see what happens.
And he's gonna go right next to his buddy.
Yeah, I guess like he could just put everything into the right objective and then like just leave the left one alone since the ATSD is over there.
Yeah, he might put one Magna Guard or something back there just to support the Ewoks trying to attack it.
Okay. Core.
But I really think he was hoping for more, like, close the pocket or something.
Maybe. Yeah. But they didn't really.
So we're gonna scout,
They,
climb,
I think they
climb.
pulled bunker assault and they didn't contest that at all. They just kept contesting the secondary.
Huh.
So just to there.
Also, the only impact the droids have is grievous.
Yep.
Super tactical is just gonna double move.
Okay.
Double move.
Double move. Doubles.
Alright, so just Alright.
So move and then climb.
Climb, yeah.
Okay. Special forces.
So he's not within your deployment. He is not. He doesn't get cover. He's not. But he's let's double check it.
So scout.
Or you have a 1.5 space.
We're just gonna move to here, not make a full move. They've just got to be within range 1. You do have to? Okay. Okay, and then dodge, I guess.
All right, looks like we're looking at original Pike spam with all these dodges on the table.
It's like last time, Wicked had like 6 dodges. I think he's got him again.
Yep.
You can't
Do you
do
need to be
anything
line of sight
the
to
first
collect it, or
round.
just half range? Half range. Okay.
What's interesting to see is how slow people play turn one really shapes the game a lot more.
Yeah.
Because then you feel like you need to kind of like move quicker throughout the game. But it just allows people taking more time in turn one to be more effective.
I mean, that's like how it always been, especially with, like deployment back in old rules. That would be the longest turn.
Because what?
Yeah, I mean, we're about like almost 40 minutes in. Well, I mean, give or take 7 minutes. Let's say about 30 minutes into the game starting. It's
Next one,
around
my last one is General Grievous. He has scale.
Yeah.
Scale doesn't mean unhindered, right?
And he's just
I
gonna.
think they called that just difficult terrain.
Okay.
Yeah, this unit there.
Did he have? Oh, he has relentless.
He's relentless, yeah.
So I guess those magna guards are flying next.
Well, he just threw a Grievous over the
My dice.
barricade
Yep.
and taking a shot on Han.
Oh, they're over there.
That was my turn trying to figure out where they were
The,
going.
2 black, 2 white. Here's 1 critical 1. One into heavy cover.
Well, actually, it would just go away from nimble. Yeah, low profile just goes away.
Huh?
Low profile just kills one. So
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
but I still take a suppression from it, right? Yeah.
That sucks. Okay. Oh, okay.
Okay, we're just gonna scout up to here and inspire. Right, he has. No, he does not have inspire. I'm thinking somebody else. Sorry about that.
This is smaller than my silver.
We're just gonna put 2 surge tokens on them,
So you close out next turn, so I get this here.
Okay.
and then take a dodge himself, I guess.
But they don't actually have to say.
Okay.
Magna guards.
I don't know if I'm going to do that. 'Cause I haven't seen the rest
At
of
least the Ewoks are like split up and mixed
They also have scale.
Yep.
a bit easier for droids, I think.
Now, can't really shoot Grievous with anything. Grievous is.
This is the unit leader.
Grievous is like right in the open. Like as soon as like the ATST like activates, it can like
All right.
put everything into him.
Yeah, but the issue is Grievous has all those Guardian wounds right now.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Core.
And I'm pretty sure that's a range 4 shot, not 3. So it's only a double rainbow. So he's going to have to take an aim move. Or he can't even, like, move.
Or
spend
you
low
get
grazing.
can't he add in the mortar?
So just scout.
Doesn't have the mortar.
Move up slightly.
It has a 1 to 2, melee to 2, melee to 3, and then
Dodge,
a
I
1 to
guess.
4, I think.
Okay.
Don't really need it right now, but. Okay.
How do you think Wookiees would do into the Ewoks?
Right next to the unit.
Well, the battle force makes it so it's like they're constantly moving towards you. So it's like
That's it.
I don't know. The ATSC is kind of an issue against the Wookiees. Unless you take
Yeah.
They
Fluttercraft.
have scale as well.
well, don't they
Yeah.
have like an impact pierce gun, or am I thinking of something different?
Yes, but most people take the battle shield, which gets them armor 1 and then 2 red attack dice
Slingers.
if they flip it over.
And then past that, like you can't take any lightsabers, right?
You can take Yoda, but it's Yoda.
And,
It's hard to get on the field.
yeah. And then there's Fluttercraft.
Yep.
But like since you can't fire support with it anymore, it kind of loses some of the cluster.
So move.
Yeah.
We'll do a partial to
The
there.
overrun's still really good. I think it's suppressive.
Take a dodge.
2 red, 2 white. Very good gun.
Yeah, it's great against like stuff coming into melee, or if you have something in melee to tack on some more dice
Yep.
on it.
So the Magna Guards went against the Wookiees list earlier in this tournament, and the red saves versus white saves just they just kept with all the surges they can get, and grievous in there as well. Before they can activate and take a dodge and then swing, grievous would just activate and go.
So what do you have back here? I can't see.
So you
6-man
just like
unit,
come in and
slingers,
mop them up.
Yeah.
and then that's the only thing back here.
Okay.
Grievous isn't as good anymore without
special
his
forces?
Yep.
just arsenal
Core,
too.
core. Okay.
Because now he can't shoot on melee and swing 1. Because that was like the best thing to do. But now you just either have to swing or fully shoot out, which kind of dampers him a bit, but the points cost is phenomenal with him. 130 points, you basically only put a couple things on him, make him 140, and call it a day.
Yeah, he's like super. He's like one of the tankier lightsabers.
It's nice having
he's
you here.
just as good as Commander Vader with the health-wise.
Yeah.
He has backup all the time.
What do you have back there?
Only issue is that he'll get
I
suppressed
have
if Vader does it.
Slinger unit,
Yeah.
C-3PO, Han, core unit.
Let's see.
This is my last unit I'm holding the hand, so.
I like that. I do like that change quite a bit. I feel like there's a lot to proceed with, but at least like
I can see it. It's nice. Underneath this bridge going up like this. So cursed. There he is. That is cursed. Alright. Make sure these are all in. Cool. Move, shoot, go.
running for something here in my heart. I have switch.
What do we call that? Whatever we call that. That makes sense.
So for all of you listening out there in
coming over
YouTube
here.
land, what I'm going to try to do is flank everything from my left side of my board where Han's at, all the way to the other
It's out
side of
the
the board
way.
since
It's
he's
right
putting
next
all
to
his
General
melee stuff
Grievous.
over there. And then this turn try to take his objective there across from the ATST.
Trade the ATSD for something.
You guys get that? Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, good. Was it like crazy loud?
No, it was good.
A little bit? Okay.
Well, him saying that actually makes a lot of sense.
That's it. Your
And I'm
move.
fully aware I'll probably lose a unit or two in the process, but it's just the bait to keep him over there.
So,
Okay.
so if I heard him right, so he's taking this over here and sweeping down this way.
No. He's just going to run back across the upper side and down.
Oh, okay. So,
So-
he's giving him this
So
one. but he's
scout.
gonna-
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think next turn he's going to try and
Move
play.
up a little bit to there.
Well, I don't know what he's going to do. I think he's going to try and be defensive next turn and then try and get Leia up in there so she can play the Brains and Brawn and make Chewbacca help her shoot really well. So it'll be, I think, 9 dice
And they won't do anything else
with
on the last that
Surge
last
to
thing, so that's it.
crit Sharpshooter 2 on whatever he decides to shoot,
Same,
which is pretty good.
that's it.
Okay.
Strafing run.
So where's your line going for your strafing run?
Oh, yeah.
Stricken Run just adds suppression, right?
That's suppression in the line. So
What
yes,
would I get here? So here's everyone here.
Okay.
So who's there? So 4? 4 units?
3 units.
Is it 3? I can't see.
that's a good call against this list. To play it, I was going to play it with moving everyone around.
Yeah, because like everybody thinks
low
like,
gray, I
you're just
guess,
gonna move straight forward.
Yeah.
But I don't think he realizes that once he gives up that side, he's going to be at the disadvantage to try and come back and get the other home base. Because that one's very much in the open. The other one's very hidden behind a wall. You can just hide everyone. So we'll see what happens. It's going to be a very interesting play. The Magna Guard's going to take a speed one up, so they're going to be even closer. But the ATSD can move and shoot. We'll see what card he plays. Probably the surged
do
one,
Leia.
knowing from what we know before.
Yeah.
Can I use dodges during this?
No, it's not damage.
I don't know.
Oh, suppression?
I'll be honest, I'm a little lost in like,
Okay.
because like both of these are lists I would never play, so I'm having a hard time
One suppression for each crit and
seeing
hit.
like a lot of it, and like I'm not super familiar with Bright Tree's command cards.
Bright Tree is really good in the sense of
Oh, you don't roll
just
it all at the same time?
survivability at a point.
I don't know.
But
I never
once
used
you
it
start
before.
losing models,
I never
Put
used
it in your list.
I usually never use it. I usually get
Oh, yeah, they all get it.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
usually I have it, but I never use it. That's why I just paste it. I'm like, I'm gonna forget about it. So might as well use it.
So Leia got 2.
Yeah, every time I have it, I forget all about it. So might as well use it now.
but so Bright Tree has a lot of survivability, a lot of wounds, a lot of ability to do stuff.
Yeah.
But once like you lose, it's not that they lose models quickly, but the sense of if you lose squads quickly.
No, stay. I saw you thought about it for a second. Force of habit, I'm sure, but
And then my reinforcements are gonna take place as well.
yep.
Yeah, with like,
Oh yeah. So at the end of the round, then, because that happens at the end of the round, the Rebels and Leia would get to take one off because they're not Bright Tree.
What part of the end phase is it?
At the beginning of the end phase.
So they would pull off suppression.
After. Okay, so they each lose one. But of course, Wicket still has his 2 on him.
Oh, we're just right next to him.
They got hit by the APR. They should have choose. Nobody took any more targets off. And we're scoring.
There we go. All right. All right. Good shit. All right. I'm just gonna keep it on. They have reliable surge.
Okay. Yeah, I put my independents out
Okay.
just because I know that they're not going to be getting orders, and if they do, I'll take them off.
Yeah, that's it for me.
Well, let's see how this works here. Change of plans. Can't use that card. Pick another one.
All right.
We got a Tori on the screen.
We're here. Am I muted? Am I unmuted?
You are unmuted. Can you hear yourself?
No, I cannot. Hang on. Testing.
Testing.
Hello. There we go.
All right.
We're back. Put the beanie back on.
Should get both. Okay.
No, it's not gonna work. Roger.
Okay, for the tribe.
This is turn
You want to roll
2
4? You want me to?
Yeah.
or 3?
It's round 2.
Okay.
Yeah, you can go for it.
Okay. So,
How's your tournament been so far?
It's nice.
Nice.
So
nice.
these will come off.
It's very interesting having
So we'll go
new
special
Legion.
forces,
New Legion
New
dictating.
Legion
go
and new
core,
points
and then we'll give one to
New points or whatever.
pawn.
It's the it's mainly the cover, the line of sight blocking in the cover. That's what it really is. So I'm trying to build the tables, all that in mind. Like I brought Theed this time because I thought that would be a nice little change. Because before it was like that was too dense.
Yeah.
People didn't like Theed. They're like, it's too much. I can't, can't do anything. Doesn't talking here. There we go. Yeah, people said that Theed was too dense. It didn't work in Old Legion. It works great now, I think.
Yeah, because like everybody wants line of sight block
Yeah.
for everything.
It's nice also having like sections of maps where like this fight is happening here, this fight is happening over here, instead of everyone being able to fight everyone all at once.
Yeah. Yeah, like over on this map, like he deployed a bunch of dudes on this wing of the spider craft,
Yeah.
and then like also over here.
Yeah, because that little concha in the middle there, that's gonna be like, I mean, you can kind of see it from the smaller here, from the smaller camera, but it's somewhat line of sight blocking, but it's not gonna block 12 Ewoks. So he put his ATST there to kind of.
Yeah, but it's like the line of sight blocking
Yeah,
right there.
exactly.
The only thing, I'm not a huge fan of this map because like these steps right here just make this all like open terrain basically.
Right.
Especially under new rules, since
Right.
like you can't claim these pillars as terrain.
Right, like if that counted as light terrain. So I think they did a couple things with the cover system that were great. And I
Yeah.
think they did a couple things with the cover system that they overcorrected. And
I think that you have to be within range of the cover.
That's a
to
great
use it.
idea.
I think, yeah.
That's a great idea. But the odds of rolling off cover are it's so difficult. Sometimes it's like, what's the point?
Yeah.
There's times where I haven't rolled a single cover save in a game. Not a single save. So it's like, what's the point? Michael, you went in on this? No. We got some hits over here. Who's shooting who?
Okay, never mind. He can't shoot with steady then.
I think it's a Han
Thank you.
Solo just move through the pillars.
Oh,
Which they also
So climb over, and
ruled
then
that
we
they
will-
can't shoot through the openings.
interesting. That's another like on this table in particular. That's another awkward like thing to talk about, to discuss. Is like,
Go to
can you
there,
move
I
through
guess.
that? Can you shoot through that?
Okay.
This table is one of the best looking ones that I think we have. It's Julian's table.
Okay.
It's one of the best tables that we have, like looking, but there's a couple of awkward things about it.
Yeah. We got
Yeah,
Grievous
just
is that
short.
right there.
I think this is our first time using this table in New Legion.
Oh, okay.
Because we've had it at the tournaments in the past, but
Yeah, it was in Guild House, right?
yeah,
I
this
think
is,
I filmed on this table.
This
before.
one, yeah, this one was on Guild. Was at Guild House.
Also, what was funny about this recording is we could hear Scott whisper to his microphone like
Should be
what he
there,
plans on doing.
Oh, interesting.
I didn't see where you're starting from,
I
but
gotta call time for everybody.
Magna guard's all the way over here.
Be right back.
Right here.
you're not over where the base was. So.
From right here. Can I just move these just to? Yeah. Okay. Cool. So it's there. So here, and should be there.
We are back.
I think you're going to wind up short,
so
but you have to move to find out.
If we understood
Alright,
him
let me
correctly,
see if I try someone else.
So he deployed a bunch of stuff to kind of move this way, but he's actually kind of being like a bait. He's going to move
Should
to
be.
Oh,
Contact about going that
interesting.
corner.
I think you have to make one move at a time because I think you're pushing forward every time
Bunker
you do
Assault Recon.
Okay, let's
I
give it a
don't
shot.
fully understand Recon mission. I truly don't.
Yeah, most of the side objectives I don't.
Go here in that corner.
I'm reading. Scanner.
And then go in that corner there.
Okay, perfect.
So you need to be,
You can pick up an enemy scanner.
in order to get the effect, you have to be away from. No. Enemies leaders at 2 in his line of sight. 2 more enemy units. That can use controls more. Okay. Okay.
Oh, they have to put them in base contact. Okay.
All right. Oh, and then observation tokens. This is such a wordy secondary. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like if they just like removed hostage, this and added hostage in as a secondary,
That'd be pretty cool.
might be a lot more fun, and I think that would be taking over this. Or make, I don't know, bombing run. Put in bombing run as a secondary again, which there kind of
alright.
is, right?
Combat.
Yeah.
It's
So I have
you
2,
have to carry it to a
4,
specific. It's kind of like payload and bombing run together, I think, right?
6
Well,
black.
The payload was like moved on its own.
Yeah.
Bombing run, you carried a bomb.
Well, if they, I think that what's the other secondary that's like that?
A new Legion?
Yeah.
I forgot my retinue. Can I still do my retinue?
Surface skin?
Beginning of my activation.
Destroying enemy base.
Beginning of activation or beginning of the activation phase?
It's like you have a bomb token essentially.
Yeah, and it just needs to be in their territory, right?
So should I still
Yeah.
get it then, since it should have
So it's like
happened?
mini bombing run or something. I don't know. Oh, here we go. We got a roll off for a judge decision.
Is it a trans cube?
A chance cube.
Red aim 3 dots. And we're going to do this for all of them now.
Oh,
Dodge. I'll do it later. And then the second one, dodge.
I think Danny forgot his tokens on something. His retinue tokens.
And I aim on that one.
Everybody always forgets red.
And they
Yeah.
search to hit.
It's confusing. It's confusing to.
Alright.
It's great when you have it, and then
Looking
you
at 6, 7, 8.
to a newer player. What do you mean they get a
Hey,
token?
look, I had 8 already.
Showing my girlfriend how to play is like.
We saved.
She has no idea what retinue
They
is.
don't have a surge, unfortunately. That's the unit.
Like, what do you mean they get a free token? Yeah, all the time. Yeah, well, yeah, but
Well, only at the beginning of the turn.
only at the beginning of the turn.
If you have vigilance, you get to keep it.
Yeah,
But like,
and then only if they're at range 2. You know,
yeah.
I'm noticing a lot of move towards range 2 everything.
And they just stay there, right? They don't move.
You could be a range 2 round 1. Like,
Yeah.
On so many of the objectives.
Yeah.
Like this list we're watching right now. Like most of it's range 2 or melee.
One of my favorite cards to play now is under droids is the Ruthless card.
And this is gone.
Oh, because like everybody gets.
Grievous can tell everybody, especially if you play B2s, just take a wound, you get a free move,
Yeah.
you get surge tokens.
We're going to go with these guys
It's
over
such
here.
a good card now.
We're going going to
It makes Grievous having like a free attack action. Is that what Ruthless does?
move
No,
back
that's the training your Jedi arts.
to where I
is
can
the free
still
attack.
see you here
His third card still
because they have
sucks.
Relentless this turn.
It's not updated.
Balls.
The command card.
For every defeated
I'm
enemy
gonna
unit,
attack.
get a certain item.
If you
Right.
play this at the end of the game,
Yeah.
you sort of
All of them
get
that guy.
better. You sort
Yeah,
of-
exactly.
Just one.
It's like,
What?
it's like a victory lap card. It's like, well, you got to win first.
See all of them.
You killed 5 enemies, now you get 5 search tokens.
Yeah.
Like,
Wow. Neat.
Oh, so the entire unit doesn't
generic
have to
droid
see?
card is way better.
Yeah.
Oh, so wait, can you only kill one unit then? Is that... Oh, okay.
Miss. They didn't get a surge, so 5.
They'll get a surge for Enter the Fray.
Okay.
These guys opted to not have a dice tray, so now I'm like,
I have an extra one they can use.
I brought them too, but they were like,
Take one.
one of them was just like,
Okay.
no,
And then for their
I
second
like to throw on
action,
the mat. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
they're just gonna move over this
I
way.
like when I can fudge my dice rolls.
So funny. I like when I can throw my dice into my enemies.
Yep.
Or
Knock
my
him
own
over.
enemies.
Oh, wait. Where was this guy? I like the idea of
Okay.
the cards showing how many tokens are for what unit. He's got the different colored cards.
Oh yeah, the color thing. Yeah, it was super useful.
Because when you got a horde of
Judge?
Ewoks,
I
it's
just
like,
want to agree.
what squad
Is
is
he
this dodge for?
half range of the...
Very useful.
Which
Oh,
order
sorry.
token did I?
That was my movement tool for a second.
It's half range. Okay. Thank you. That's the case.
And you should have suppression on these 2 units from being shot up. Oh, no,
No,
never
you
mind.
didn't
Yeah,
shoot
that's right. I keep thinking it's steady for some reason. I don't know why.
You're thinking about, I guess,
All right, so we're
Who
getting
has
some
that?
scoring for
I don't
bunker
know. Doesn't
assault.
matter. He doesn't. So.
Andrew, tell me, as a newcomer to 2.6,
I'm
what
gonna
bunker
activate my
assault
green
is
unit.
and how to win at it.
Well, I
'Cause
already.
I truly don't get it.
Well, you want to capture.
should be
keep-
half range of
Everything
that.
stays as is from the beginning of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Each player gets 2 points. If the opponent captures your objective, it blows up and you get 3 victory points for it, right?
What are the conditions of it blowing up?
You have to secure it. Yeah, let's enlarge this.
So it can't be contested.
Zoom in, enhance. It's just like when you get down to the special rules, it gets a little like, what?
So someone else squeeze in
So
there.
in the
Each
second
bunker they
round.
secure.
Okay.
So you have to have more units on a bunker to secure it.
Yeah, another one could fit squeeze in there.
So you could potentially get 12 victory points if you blow up all 4 bunkers.
Get it.
The
But
likelihood
you
of that
can't blow
happening.
up your own bunkers, right?
Oh.
Right?
Okay.
I'm gonna keep this one open too.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you can get 6. Okay. Yeah. There's friendly and there's enemy ones, and you want to get the enemy ones. And you want to keep the friendly ones.
So, first, or no, second round.
All right. 2, 4, 6 black.
So like you need
3
like
red for the main
a
gun and 1 red
secondary
for
if you wanna do it
the T
within
series.
The first couple of rounds.
10 dice in total.
Yep.
Oh. So if a character is there, or
Han,
special
in
forces,
the open.
Okay.
they place an additional wound token. Interesting.
Oh yeah, there's wounds on it.
And when it has 3 or more wound tokens, so after round 3, or actually after round 4 is when they could potentially blow up, or actually round 2 if you have a commander or an
4,
operative there.
6, 10.
You could blow it up by turn 2. Or turn 3, sorry.
I don't like the deployment on this one, and
Yeah, 3 surges.
I never really.
Oh, is it just a, is it in the corners?
No, it's like you're just straight on with each
Oh,
other.
is it just, oh my god.
It's like a rectangle on your side of the board in the middle, and a rectangle on their side. It's like battle lines. But
Oh, no
battle
cover.
lines.
7.
I've already forgotten the old guard.
don't think
I
I
forgot what battle line
Range
scene
Leia.
was. I forgot. Oh man.
Yeah, it's just
So
like
no
a-
dodges there.
Vanilla. Yeah.
It's just really like a rectangle here, and then a rectangle.
7, save
I think it'd be a lot more
3,
interesting if you started.
three.
If think of Old Legion. If this had major offensive, I think this would be a lot more
Takes
exciting.
1.
Yeah.
If they had deployment of major offensive with
I don't know.
this
That's like
objective.
one of the longest ones to do it, though. Like, would the bunker be on your deployment zone, or would it be like out in the open?
I don't know. And you know what? For that, I love it. I love anything where it throws everyone off and it's spicy. Hence why we reset the table for them. I didn't want either of them to know the table, and neither of them had played this table all weekend long. So
Let's see what we can do here.
We should have brought just a special table that's just.
Go to the back.
I considered that. I've got another table at home that I'm working on. Endor with it's like the.
Commander.
So Josh has Endor, the Ewok Village. We've seen before, and it's a
Go with Leia.
great table. Love it. But I have Endor, and it's like the
she's
you played
just gonna
Battlefront, the 2017 Battlefront
Move over
2.
into here.
The you know, like
One suppression on her.
the Endor level, you eventually get onto the Endor base, the Imperial base,
Yeah, yeah.
and it's like a depot, and it's essentially
So
that.
move to there, and then she's gonna do take cover.
And it's got a full size AT-AT
Onto
that I had
Wicket.
somebody print for me.
and
And
she'll get
it's
2 as well because of that.
comically massive.
Okay.
Comically massive.
It's the experimental ATSD.
Yeah.
So,
But you know, it's a pain. I wanted to magnetize it, and it's not possible. I wanted to, and it's too heavy. Whatever magnets I use is not gonna
so I
do
can
it.
do 1 on her, 1 on Wicket. It's not other friendly, right? So I'll do 1 on her, 1 on Wicket.
no, Han ran away.
Han,
is
you
right
coward. Where are you going, Han? Don't be a coward.
Oh, and then real quick, she has Inspire 2. I'm gonna take the 2 off of Wicket.
Okay.
Inspire now happens at the end of or at beginning or end of an activation, right? Or is that
I
demoralized?
thought it was always after a rally step.
It used to be, but I think something changed. It was either demoralize or inspire got changed. I'm gonna look this up.
I wonder if I can look it up.
Inspire now says at the end of a unit, at the end of a unit's with
You want to grab the other
their
one?
activation,
Right in front of you, too?
Oh,
remove up to X total suppression token from that from other friendly units at
I don't
range
think
2.
it'll matter, but
Which honestly it makes more sense.
Yeah.
It makes more
Yeah.
sense.
because like other units would like move away instead of having.
I forgot to set the other hour and a half timer.
You can still see.
That's the first time I've done that all weekend.
I mean,
Caught on
Don't
camera.
you miss game up?
I'm
Link?
going at
I
him.
really do. Keegan, Nima, Matan, if you're listening to this, hi.
Can you just share the code?
Yeah,
Like,
please, just
So Leia has exemplar.
because it's like what was so hard. Like,
For the exemplar.
yeah.
Okay.
No, it wasn't a surf. Whoa, what happened?
Okay, to Han again.
Why did we lose? We lost film here.
that's the good camera. Why is it doing that?
like a nice
Uh-oh.
cheeky range 1 guy out here for example. She's way over there.
There we go.
There we go.
It does that every now and then.
But it's still only 2, it's not the full 3.
Actually, I can tell when that time was supposed to be.
That's why I
So you're
started
looking at 7 again.
Card was useless. Just let him win.
Oh, I spent a surge.
Alright, I'm gonna go with.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
okay.
7.
That's actually accurate. Because
No
I sent a text
cover,
right
go
as
back
that
into
happened.
2. Ouch. And we'll
So we're actually
front
accurate.
any luck.
All right, sweet.
Saves 2, takes 5.
He's
He's
dead.
dead.
I gotta kill Arcs or else I ain't winning this game.
Oh, in the last game
Cool,
we
he got
saw
changing plans
the
off, that's
Dewback
all that matters.
flamethrower hit one of the Ewok squads, throwing 20 dice.
No way. Against what?
It was
Oh, against
Third
Ewoks?
it was Ewoks, yeah. It
Oh, because it was
was like a 10-man squad.
it was
of Ewoks.
Tavadin versus Scott.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, the Ewoks probably didn't survive that.
Commander
No, it
will
didn't.
go with Wicket.
That's good. That's funny.
Yeah.
He's
Like they're
going
coming over that
to
big rock in
aim.
the middle.
As good or bad as flamethrowers have been in the game historically, people have loved to see flamethrowers just tear shit up. There's just something so cathartic about I get to roll 20
If
dice.
I roll a hit on every single one of these, I could wipe out this
yeah.
game.
Like the possibility of it is always like, but dude, you don't know. I could do it. I could. You don't know that. You don't know what my odds
If
are.
I put
Okay.
them in a lat, I'll just invest a shit ton of points, and then I'll miss all of it.
Dude, you don't know. I could do it.
Yeah, I could throw in Vader, they could tech strike, and then like.
Might have said I might not have.
I want my Jordicus to go.
Reds, your whites are rolling like reds. And so are your reds. All right, you are
He's got
Magna
a lot of
cards
options
are gonna
here.
go for these guys.
I know I said this in game 1 when I was here, but Danny's been practicing crab droids in our local meta.
Five in my bag.
And I'm wondering where crab droids fit into this list once he changes it. I know he's going to fine tune it a little
Probably
bit
just swap
after
out the
this.
droidicas, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think he gets rid of the droidicas. I think he puts in crab droids, but he also, when he runs crab droids, he doesn't run this many magnas. So
That's true.
it'll be interesting to see what he does after this, or when crabs release, or if aqua droids change that at all.
Maybe
My draw for my.
we just need to get someone to tell us what it is, what they do.
Yeah.
He's just gonna double move and go here.
Tori, would you ever do a podcast?
There.
Probably. Maybe.
Just like Josh, you.
We knew where that was
We would
going.
be like the all-star Bay Area team.
Dawn has got the best takes on anything. It's just so fascinating to pick his brain about anything. Because you've got,
Alright, your move.
I mean, I'm a firm believer in the Timmy Johnny Spike, you know, in Magic, right? You've heard of this, right?
He's just like it, like immediately like it happened or what?
You know how like so like the philosophy in Magic is like you got 3 different types of personalities, and you can have
Where you go with low
like,
gray?
overlap in the different personalities. But you got the Timmy, the Johnny, the Spike,
Yeah,
right? You've heard of this,
yeah.
right?
Oh,
Okay.
I just remembered. Yeah, I've had it.
Yeah.
It's similar thing.
So just for anyone listening,
do you?
it's
Yeah.
Timmy's
Okay.
the lore guy.
Low gray is going
and loves the artwork of the cards and the story behind the characters. And Johnny is the guy. Well, actually, I'll cover Spike. Spike's the guy that wants to win at all costs. He wants to win. He needs whatever it is. He's gonna win. And you got the Johnny who's like, hey, look at this cool mechanic I found. Look at this. He can win or he could lose. Look at this cool thing I did. The 3 of us are. I wouldn't say there's much of a Timmy in there, but it's more like a
'Cause Timmy's just rule of cool, right?
yeah, very rule of cool. And Josh is very much the Spike, absolutely. Dawn is somewhere between Spike and Johnny, and I'm an absolute Johnny Timmy hybrid. I love just doing cool shit. I don't care if I lost.
Yeah.
Did you see when I wiped out those guys with my dewback flamer? That was crazy.
I did all the combos.
Yeah, I had one guy left on the board, but dude, he went crazy. It was sick. So yeah, I think that the 3 of us, we have a lot of takes, and I like to tell Josh, you're wrong because that's not how it is in my brain.
I reject your reality and substitute my own.
Exactly. But yeah, probably. I think so. That sounds like fun. I just don't have the time.
Yeah. It's
Or do I? Maybe I do have the time.
one of the Thursdays. I'll
One of
just
the
bring down all
Thursdays.
my equipment. And
Oh my
just,
god.
like Guild House.
Jay, 5th
podcast.
Trooper, if you're listening to this, hire us. We'll do it.
They could be us like $20 a month.
Yeah, we need better takes than this is bad or this is good.
You need my clickbait thumbnails.
We need clickbait. We need clickbait.
Dude, I got like a bunch of people off of the needs a nerf thing, and
Dude.
like, because I posted it to Facebook, and then people were like, "I'm confused. What needs a nerf?"
Even better, even better. If you get anyone even asking, like, I don't get the point of this, well, you got their attention.
Yeah. So
And that's what
I
matters.
just straight up was like, "It's clickbait." That's why.
Again, going back to the 5th Trooper, this is bad, this is good. Their numbers are the best out of anyone.
Yeah.
It's because everyone's in the comments saying, "What? I can't believe that they would say this." Well, you're watching it.
Yeah.
You're listening to it.
You're talking about it on Reddit.
Yeah, exactly. It's whatever it is. It's working.
Yeah.
All right, where are we, Danny?
I don't know what happened.
Where are we, Danny? Where are we, Scott?
Let's do a little.
Let's
zoom
find
in
our
here.
boys here.
We got Magnus
2, 4, 6,
overrunning that objective.
Hey, that's my T series right there.
8, 10.
Where? Oh,
My T series with those B2s.
Enhance.
Not that T series to the left, but to the right. The green guy. Yeah, right there. That's my dude. It's a lot of surges.
They have like Into the Fray or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does anything hurt more than red saves? Your opponent having red saves and an ass load of surge tokens? Does anything hurt less
does
or
it
more
hurt
than
less
that?
to have all those surges but never have a roll a surge?
Right. So that's the thing is you go, well, I can just not take Into the Fray next time. And guess what you're rolling next time?
Surge.
9 surges.
It's like, do you want that 66% or not?
But yeah, the Ruthless card is... Ooh.
I have no idea how this game is gonna go.
You know what? Neither do I.
Because like there's a bajillion models still on the board.
There's so many Ewoks and so many droids. Actually, not that many droids. I'll give Danny that. There's not that many droids. B2s are the way to go now, man.
Yeah.
Red saves. Until white saves are fixed.
I feel like droids just like have, cause they're the faction that lets you have your cake and eat it. Like you want
Yeah.
a bunch of special forces, you
Yeah.
can have a bunch of special forces. You want to have a bunch of a
Yeah.
horde army, you can do that.
There's no way to play like that with Rebels. Rebels is like you playing heroes and you're finding something weird and wacky.
You take your heroes and you like it.
You're like you play like a shooter game like CS or Valorant. And you hold angles. Someone's holding an off angle, right? You're like, why would he be there? That's Rebels. Rebel players are all like, I'm gonna do this crazy thing. You're not gonna know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing, but it's gonna work because you're not expecting it. It's exactly that.
And then Empire just has the answer for everything.
They really do.
Yeah.
They really do, and that's fine.
I remember like someone was talking about like, what do I take as Empire, dude?
Whatever
Fight
you
against
want.
this? And I'm like, if you can't get hits through, take suppression. You can't.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
really want to delete a certain guy? Take lightsabers.
It's true. Yeah, you can literally whatever you feel like. You can gear into that. We've got some blocks, and we got one fail.
Take one.
Okay. And then they're gonna move because of relentless. All right. Me.
I'm gonna throw everything.
Cowards. Cowards.
What's some subtle psychological warfare that you would use during a game against your opponent?
Okay, so I play against Dawn a lot, and Dawn, whenever I make any sort of decision, he goes, "Oh no, don't do that." I go, okay, that means do that. Do that. That's what he's saying. He's trying to let me know. And now I think he's figured it out. He's come full circle, and now he says that when he actually doesn't want me to do something, or when he actually wants me to do something. I go, well, I'm not going to do that since you told me to do it. Oh, wait, you actually wanted me to... Okay. So now I just don't know.
Sorry.
Only if you're an LOS.
For babies. That's my Pokemon Go.
What is this?
Hey, I still play Pokemon Go sometimes.
It catches Pokemon from. Oh no, it's asleep right now.
What does it do?
It senses the Pokemon, you push the button, it'll throw one Pokeball at it.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Any Pokemon Go players here still in the year 2024? the
Dude, my
year of
dad
our Lord?
is obsessed with it.
You know, I find that fun.
Like sometimes I'll text my mom like, "Oh, what are you guys doing?" And like, "Oh, we're fighting 5 raids right now."
I find that very endearing that you're seeing like older folks now. They're just absolutely crushing it on their phones in Candy Crush, Pokemon Go. It's endearing. They try to get us off of the computers and the game consoles when we were younger, and only to find them glued to their phones.
Dude, he has like he rocks the like headphones.
Oh
he's
my
watching
God.
a YouTube video while he's throwing the ball.
Dude, he's got the Zoomer overstimulated package, dude. I love that.
like he's autistic and like nobody.
Yeah. He's overstimulated. He's ready to, but he's doing it to himself. He's doing it to himself. He's got Temple Run on one screen. He's got YouTube video going. He's got a podcast. And he's playing Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
We love that for him. What's your dad's name? His first name? Tom. We love that for you, Tom. If you're listening to this, if you come by the booth one more time, we'll shake your hand and ask you how many Pokemon you've got.
He's max level in Pokemon Go.
There's a max level in that? What, is it 100?
Michael, what's the max level in Pokemon Go?
Level 50.
Level 50.
Level 43, almost 44 right
Can you do rare candies in that?
What?
Can you do rare candies in that?
Yeah. So
Do you think rare candy
It just
is
gives
like?
you more candy.
Do you think rare candy is like a what's the word I'm looking
The
for?
fence.
Yeah,
Pokemon
exactly.
Go.
Do you think it's like a
A performance enhancing.
a metaphor? It's a metaphor for like drugs. Like you can have a great time, but in the long
I
run,
don't think they were intending that.
You're
I
not
think it
gonna
was-
be
it was
as
just
good.
a stats game.
yeah, you're not. Well, because if you feed your Pokemon rare candy, they don't have get better stats than someone who was actually trained, right?
Well, there's also.
Or is that how it used to be?
Well, it improves the stats, but then there's also the hidden stats, right?
Oh, there's hidden stats.
Yeah, there's some bullshit where it's like if
No.
you attack, you train a Pokemon on specific Pokemon.
Yeah.
There's the EV stat that makes them a little bit better at a
What?
specific
What?
stat.
This is the first time I'm hearing about this. This is the first time I'm hearing about this. I'm hearing this for the first time. Wow. Okay, interesting. I'm not that interested anymore, but still. I'm not any more interested than I was 5 seconds ago, but it is still fascinating that they would put that into a... I mean, I'm assuming they were in the original Pokemon games, right? The EV stats?
I don't
Or the
know.
hidden stats?
I'm not that into
I
it.
used the Game Shark all the time when I was a child. I was like, I don't have the patience for this.
I had an uncle that had Game Shark, and I was just like, whoa, this is crazy.
Yeah, I've got ADHD brain. I need to make Link fly through the walls of the Temple of Time. I can't deal with this
I
right
need
now.
$1 million. in
I need, yeah.
GTA.
Yes,
On my
exactly.
covers.
So I got all my Pokemon at max level. They
But
just
wasn't
give
it super annoying when the Game Genie just didn't work or whatever?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know what happened is there was a child. We were in like 5th grade and we were playing Pokemon, and this kid just played Pokemon obsessively. And I had a Game Shark, and I just leveled all my Pokemon up with rare candies. I gave myself 1,000 rare candies, and I leveled all my Pokemon up to 100. He goes, "Okay, you want to battle?" And this kid was like, nobody liked this kid. He was whatever. So I was like, "Yeah, sure, haha, chump." He's got like level 90 something Pokemon, and he's beating me, and I was like, "This is bullshit." Fuck this kid. I hate this shit. I'm never playing Pokemon again. He trained his Pokemon up, and that's how I found out rare candies were like you don't get the same stats as if you were to train them all the way up.
Yeah, it's like I bet it's like an even stat distribution, so it's like you get 1, 1, 1, 1. But if
Right.
you trained it yourself, you could get like 3
Like
and
2 of this or
Yeah.
something. So,
Okay.
yeah, absolutely.
Actually,
Yeah, I learned the hard way. I got beat by the smelly kid that nobody liked. I got beat by him. I was like, yeah, I got you, chump. I'm gonna beat your ass in
well, I'm gonna
Pokemon.
see if I can.
I was 9
Okay,
years
so I'm
old.
just gonna come back with a Mew.
Yeah, and I did. I came back with a missing no.
I'm just gonna move over here.
Oh. All right, we got movement on top of some temples here.
Oh, it's a super
That's a super
attack.
attack.
Yeah.
That's a super attack. He's got he's dual blade or dual. He's dual wielding.
Right next to that.
You look like a
I'm
statue
gonna
now up there.
strategize. Oh wait, hold on. Am I?
He's in range. It looks like from all the way up there. I'm looking IRL.
Okay.
We got a Josh room.
We got a Josh call here. Smart. And it looks like it on the camera, but I don't know if IRL if it is.
I'm gonna shoot.
Okay, it is. It's in range. He called it in range.
2 red, 1 black. Sharpshooter 1. Okay.
So nimble will kill one, like cover. And then we'll dodge one from left.
How does low profile work now?
It cancels a hit. Like instead of roll, so it's you get like 5 hits. you just automatically switch one of your die rolls to a hit. And then
Interesting.
Then
So
roll
so
to get
you
everything else.
you start your dice pool and then you put one to a block, basically, essentially.
Yeah.
So Pierce could still work against that, obviously.
Well, no, the Pierce doesn't go against cover. Like you still do cover roll, then you do that.
Oh, this is for cover. This is for cover.
Yeah.
Oh, so it auto gives you cover,
Yeah.
not cancels hits. It doesn't auto cancel hits like before, right? It was essentially cover 3, low profile, right?
Yeah, low profile was cover 3. Now it's just like the old cover rules. It cancels
Okay.
1.
Okay,
and
so
then you
it's-
still got to roll for the rest of the hits.
Okay. That's kind of a nerf, I want to say, to what old low profile did,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, it's still.
I mean, to be honest-
I mean, like, there's also a bunch of other stuff that like makes it harder to do, like scout troopers.
Yeah.
They have low profile, and like you can't get cover now until you are suppressed. They're courage 2, so you can't take
I
duck
see.
and cover because duck and cover only gives you 1 suppression.
So, do you still need cover to get low profile now?
Yes.
Okay, you still
as
need.
far as I'm aware. Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean,
But that's what you were explaining with the suppression thing, because before you wouldn't need cover, you would have a suppression token.
yeah, you just need 1 suppression.
So you could take like duck and cover with someone that has low profile and be like, well, haha, I have heavy cover and I'm sitting right out in the open.
Yeah. Now you have to like take smoke grenades.
Right. Which I have seen. I've seen a few lists. Zeke over there, he wanted my help with some list ideas, and he was putting smoke grenades on everything, and I was like, listen, buddy, I great idea, but it's probably not gonna.
I mean, if you're gonna take sap charges on scouts, like you
yeah,
might as well take it.
yeah, that's fair. Something I'm really bummed about is losing the AOE weapons. I missed AOE
It
weapons.
was cool, but like nobody really implemented it like the way.
Oh, I mean, like, to be clear, we still have AOE weapons,
I feel
but
like-
not the trigger on any. It was a little
Like-
OP sometimes, especially now. It can.
People would use it how they use it now.
Yes. Yeah. Imagine if you could, like, so it didn't really matter, like, they would still use it on one unit. But imagine if you could take 3 units of scouts, 3 units of scouts, strike teams now, because you can, all sabs, and just line the map with mines and just because before you could just trigger them off of any unit. Like any unit could trigger any other mine.
Yeah.
So as long as you had one guy alive,
Yeah.
that was kind of fun. I've been playing around with commandos with Dioxys mines. That's fun.
Yeah.
That's fun.
I feel like I would just like suicide them up because like I felt like in my head the only way to justify a sab is like you have to get like 3 units in a mine.
Yeah.
And like you just fucking roll it.
Yeah.
Because like I would just like speed them forward.
Yeah. I mean, it works great now if you combine it with grenades and you just use them as like it's got to be a red save unit. You don't want scout troopers with this.
Yeah.
You want commandos. You want droid commandos with shields. So they've got like free
Yeah, it
dodge
just
tokens,
goes off on the shield.
and they're moving.
I mean, you could do it with swords as well because the sap is now melee.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's super good.
You can poison in melee right now. It's pretty cool.
It's basically like a built-in pierce
Yeah. Well, kind of.
because
It's
like you just like you get 1 hit and you automatically.
as
do
long
another
as
hit.
you wounds, you poison.
Yeah.
Which also, that was another thing I just found out was, oh my god, what was it? I was just talking about this with Katie. We were talking about, in order to get an effect, you have to get it. I'm gonna find this. It's bugging me now. But in order to get this certain effect, you have to wounds. Oh, it's Hunter.
Oh yeah,
Is it
it's
Hunter?
like it can't be a removed model. And
No.
It has to have a wound token.
No, it's not Hunter. I am tripping. Ion? Oh, it's Ion. It's Ion. So the effect of Ion is if they are wounded, then they get an Ion token. If they're not wounded, they don't get an Ion token. Yeah, I was like, what? Really? Ion X, a vehicle or droid trooper that suffers wounds after defending against an attack that included this weapon with Ion X gains X Ion tokens. So it's only if you suffer wounds that you gain an Ion token. It works like poison now.
Yeah.
They made it more in line with that.
Yeah.
It's very interesting. I don't know if it was like that before in Old Legion.
I thought it was just like you could just like tack on a bunch of ions.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Is that you just kept shooting someone, and even if it didn't hit,
It just proves how much we used ion because like,
Yeah.
it was so useless.
well, that's the thing though. Is like, so Katie's been playing an ion snowtroopers this entire weekend, and all 3 games before this, she hasn't used ion at all. No one. She hasn't faced a single vehicle or a single droid trooper until now.
Okay.
She's playing Don's droid list, and he's like, "Oh no." And Don's getting flashbacks of when I played him, and I've beaten him twice in my life. Twice. Both with droids. Once was because of poison. The other time was because of ion. Those are the deciding factors right there. And I was like, I was on top of the world. Each time. I was like, I did it. I can't believe. Oh my god, he's the King Kong of our group. He really is. Well, or maybe Julian. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like Tom.
Oh, Tom is
Yeah, he'd be
good.
He'll come in and just like sweep the floor with
And
everybody.
he does that, and he's silent.
Yeah,
And it's crazy.
I don't know where he practices. If he does, he just like
That guy just walks into a tournament, doesn't say a word, goes 4-0.
Yeah.
Like,
it just disappears.
yeah, it just disappears. It's crazy. That guy's an enigma.
Does
I
he
know
even go
nothing
to like Worlds or
about that.
anything?
I don't know, because I've never talked to the guy. I know nothing about that guy, but he's fascinating. Tom, if you're listening, hit your boy up. Okay, again, where are we? Let's return back to the action.
Yeah,
Let's return
things
to
have
the
moved
action.
around. Things I assume have died. There's a ruling, I think, being read.
Yeah, we got something. We got a little
Magna's got wounded.
rule book action here. Josh is pulling out the yellow pages.
Oh man, they got both judges.
I think one's just there for moral support.
Here, I'm gonna turn up their mics a little bit. Are they saying anything?
How many activations do you have again?
10.
10? Okay. I'm out.
Oh, round.
Last unit.
I might actually have to pay attention.
He's
so
just
I can-
gonna double move and
We've got a meeting of the judges in a second.
Okay. She has underworld connections.
She does have underworld connections. We vetted that earlier. We were looking at her list, at his list, and saw that she had
Underworld connections. Yeah. But I don't think it. So like, Michael's looking up that. If I'm thinking it's the same thing, and like there's like 4 different people, and like 2 of them had said one thing, and 2
Well,
of them said
is
the
an
other
exemplar
thing.
just to friendly units?
That card needs to get rewritten entirely.
Yeah.
Is there a... It may not. Okay.
So they can't share
So
them.
Leia can only share to the other rebel units.
Okay.
Interesting.
That changes a lot.
Yeah, we'll keep everything that's happened as is, but yeah.
So Leia has been sharing tokens and has not been able to. That's right. So Allies of Convenience does not grant token sharing. It only affects order tokens, not
That makes
gameplay
sense to me.
tokens. That absolutely makes sense, yeah. Huh. Okay.
That makes sense to
So
me.
it seems like they were using that. They were using her exemplar on the Ewoks. Even though she has underworld
If
connections,
they
it shouldn't
were,
matter if she does.
I didn't catch that.
There isn't. The only thing is Logos that can give out aid and not take suppression for it.
Right.
So he can give out up to 3 tokens a turn. So it's basically exemplar.
And he can give those to
Anybody.
anybody. It doesn't have to be Ewoks.
Well, no, it has to be a underworld, or it has to be the same faction.
No, for
Aid.
Logroids. Aid. Oh, he has
Aid has to
Aid.
be a mercenary.
Right. I thought it was the secret ingredients that allowed that. It's Aid on his card. That's right. That's interesting and spicy.
Michael, can I place like this?
So scoring real quick.
Oh yes.
Here it is.
So you were blue player, so you get 1, 2, and then 3, 4.
Just 3.
Just 3.
3.
I do 2 ones. Yeah, 2 damages.
I got it.
How many points do they have?
It's definitely range.
And then I would get 1 over here. I can see 2 units with my scanner, as can you. So we'd each get another point there as well.
Okay.
It does not have a range on it. Oh wait, at 2.
It does have a range on there.
So I won't get it then.
Neither.
I won't
get it
you
either.
either. So 3 to 1 in your favor.
Got some scoring here. He almost got some scoring on surface scan, recon mission.
Dream Commander.
You want to roll for it this time?
Yeah.
Commander.
Here it is. My favorite card in the game now.
I'll go first.
My favorite turn 1 card.
So who gets orders?
It's not my favorite turn 2 card.
My 2 core units are gonna get orders.
What's the Leia card?
A beautiful friendship.
Okay.
And they're gonna issue the surges. Everyone that rates 1 of them. You get the surge.
So each one of those that gets a token, everyone in range 1 of them gets a surge.
Yeah.
Is it from the unit leader or from anyone in the unit?
Just from the unit. There's
From the unit itself.
Okay.
And what
So
card
he
is
got
that?
one.
From,
he got 1.
yeah, the 2-pip. So this one is great. You can hand out surges as long as they're at range 1, I believe, of any other droid guy. They all get surge tokens. Face order tokens, I think.
All the surges.
Yeah, and then you also get to make a move if you take a wound, which is great if you're running B2s or magnums. You can just say, yeah, sure, I'll take a wound. Why not? I don't lose a model.
Yeah.
Especially if you got a plane with that.
If you get melee, like, you don't care if you lose a model.
Yep, exactly.
One to this Magna card.
You want to play this card 1, 2, or 3. Probably don't want to play it turn 4 or 5.
Well, with how current Legion goes, you don't even really you barely even get to rate.
Yeah, you might not get to 3 or 4 or 5.
I guess the counter meta list is like a turtling one where like try to get least amount of points as possible.
Yeah, I mean, and that was like a thing before 2.6 dropped, right? Is like you saw a lot of clones turtling. You saw some opponents refusing to play because against turtling opponents, they would just concede,
Yeah.
and that's not fun.
No. Nobody wants to, but if they want to win,
Yeah.
that's what they'll do.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then direct AI.
Those are hits. He's not been.
This unit.
They don't have AI.
Again, beautiful shout out to my beautiful, beautiful friend Julian, who made this table. I love this table so much. Julian, if you're watching this, shout out. We love you.
Shout out to Julian.
Big thanks to Andrew here for streaming this whole event. Well, streaming, recording.
I would love to stream.
We were hoping to stream it, but you'll be hearing this later.
I mean, could try.
Nah.
Just clutters up my face.
Yeah, post it up online. You'll get the numbers as long as you put a clickbaity thumbnail.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, more clickbait. More clickbait.
And then I post it to every single Discord I'm in and
Yep.
every single like.
Yep.
Facebook group.
Post it to Facebook. Post it to. You know, honestly, what helps me and I noticed this, is I'm subscribed to obviously on YouTube, and I'm on YouTube a lot. And when I see things that you post on YouTube more than anywhere else, surprisingly, like I'll see it on Discord every once in a while, but it gets lost on TLD.
People started like talking.
Yeah. But I honestly see things when I'm on YouTube. I'll open up YouTube right now. I bet you'll. Oh no, you would have posted a streaming thing, but there's no streaming. But I'll get like a little like thing, like a post on there, something that you post on there, and I'm like, oh yeah, wow. Even though I wrote it and you're just copying and pasting, I'm like, wow. I
was wondering, like, damn, is Tori gonna see this?
I see it, but I'm like, thank you. I love this. I appreciate this.
I was like, oh, let's try to get more people in the play.
No, I love it. Because I'm not on Facebook at all, and like, you're probably posting on Facebook, right?
I posted to that group, and it's like I get a surprising amount of traction from that Facebook group.
It surprises me how many people are still using Facebook.
I
for
hate
the news.
using Facebook.
Same.
But if I want to play my miniatures game,
Same.
I have to be able.
Well, I mean, like I haven't been on in years. It's been literally years. My profile picture is still with my ex-girlfriend in the profile picture. I've just been like, I don't want to log in. I don't want to give Zuck the.
Yeah.
I don't want to give the attention.
No, but like, I get a lot. There's a lot of people that use it, but like at the same time,
There's too
like,
many people that use
if
it. That Legion Facebook group is very interesting.
I mean, it's like usually people are very helpful.
Out to the Legion Facebook group. We love you. We see you. Hey girlies, we love you.
Yeah. All the YouTube pleasantries.
But yeah, let's get you a nice clickbaity thumbnail for this. But thank you for coming down.
Should I hire another guy for $10 to make me a thumbnail?
Yes, absolutely. It works. You just need to. You know what? No. Here's what you need to do. You need to hire. You need to put a guy through school. Put me through school for graphic design. I'll do it for you. You just got to pay my way. I'll be your graphic designer. You can pay me like, I don't know, random ballpark number, $150,000 a year. You can do that for me. And I'll be your graphic designer. I'll work for you. It's okay. We'll do it, man.
No, I'll just keep using my free Photoshop adjacent app. And I forget.
Is it GIMP? Are you using GIMP?
No.
GIMP is great, man. I love it.
I'm using this app called Bazzart.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that on the bottom corner of the thumbnail.
Sometimes I forget to.
I noticed
the
that.
watermark.
I noticed that too. You took the watermark off on one, but not the other. And I was like, well, it's already up. Might as well. Shout out to Bazzart. We love you.
Like, it just fucking works because like I could just throw shit in there and it works. Like, I remember I tried using GIMP and I'm like, I've used Photoshop before. I know to use it.
Yeah.
I just don't want to pay for it.
It's very. I wouldn't say it's unintuitive because I think Photoshop is also unintuitive.
But like.
But it's unintuitive in a different way.
I should be able to copy my skills from that
Agreed.
to that. But then like.
You know what I bet it is? I think Adobe copyrighted a lot of things, and they're like, you like how to apply. Certain
But like,
things.
I use a thing called DaVinci Resolve. It's like Adobe Premiere, whatever the bullshit is.
Yeah.
And similar things carry over to that.
Right.
Like, I can bullshit my way through that. Sure,
Right.
I should look up some of the minutia of it, but like,
You know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put you through school, through Photoshop school. You're going to learn GIMP and Photoshop and DaVinci, whatever. Your Michelangelo bullshit, whatever. We're gonna teach you. We're gonna crowdfund that. We're gonna put you through school to learn those. Okay.
I'm gonna be the best Legion fucking announcer for 100 views.
Honestly, this is what I think, and I think it's like the views or whatever. I honestly think this is like you're creating a time capsule. It's true. I think that's what you're doing. I think in like 20 years, if this game still exists, it might not. I don't know.
Yeah.
In like 20, it probably will. To be honest, Disney loves money, and this literally prints money.
Yeah.
I think in 20 years, when the game is in a lot different state, or if it's not even around anymore, some of us might not be around anymore. It's going to be very interesting going back and be like, remember those times?
Oh, yeah.
I can just go on YouTube.
Oh man, remember Tori and like he saw playing.
Remember how fun I was and how much.
Splar.
And you can go. Remember that was the same night or the night before we went to the 7 Stars Star Wars bar. And he kept yelling, "Fuck 501st Legion" to the 501st Legion cosplayers next to us. but it was really about Star Wars Legion. And it was really to get a rise out of Josh. That's really what it was. Shout out to That's No Moon who's listening to this just to get that hate watch on Josh. We love that for you.
Yeah, I remember Josh said like, "Oh, I could get you on the That's No Moon podcast," and then I never heard back.
It's okay. Oliver from That's No Moon, hello.
I'll start my own podcast.
Get Andrew on here. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. I'm mildly down.
Maybe after December, let's figure out a Thursday.
Actually, that might not be a bad idea. We'll talk about that off the air.
Okay.
That sounds nice. Also wanted to say thank you to Joshua and Michael, my beautiful judge team. Love these guys. They're very, very good at what they do.
Very hardworking.
Very hardworking.
They know their stuff.
They know their stuff.
They can play the game and then also judge at the same time.
And also have a great time outside of this. We love that for them.
How is he doing with his buy list?
So I changed it today.
Okay.
I took out the Pathfinders because they were too good. Josh just finds a way to win.
He finds a way to roll crits.
He finds a way to roll crits and roll blocks no matter what it is. So I took out the Pathfinders. And for those hearing about it for the first time, it's a girl power list I love. It's Jin, Sabine, Ahsoka.
We have 15 players.
Yeah.
There was going to be a buy. Josh is our buy player. And so.
What did I just hear? What was that? Did you hear that? Is there a battery dying somewhere? Did you hear that?
What am I hearing?
I heard like a nice little chime.
I thought I heard like a guitar.
Maybe it was a guitar. Interesting. Hopefully no battery is dying.
No, like the old fucking microphones, they just start cutting out when they lose battery.
Okay. Okay, well let's.
That was weird.
What if we hear that in post and we don't? What if we don't hear that in post?
What if we're crazy?
What if? Interesting.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, Josh has a list to play against the buy player, and it's Jin, Sabine, Leia, Ahsoka, Rebel Troopers, Clan Ren, and yesterday he had Pathfinders. I found those to be too good for him, so I give him a snow speeder and a land speeder today.
Because if you take two of something, it's too good.
Exactly. I was in my very hungover stupor. I woke up and I was like, wait, shit, I gotta put a snow speeder in the bag. So he said he had fun with the list yesterday, and he had fun with the list today. He only played one game, and I was like, that's all that matters. What does it matter if you win in a buy game? What do you want to say? Hey, here's your free win, but you're not coming out unscathed, you piece of shit. You thought this was going to be easy? A buy win? I'm going to teach you the real meaning of a win.
It's like, Josh is a judge because he would just be world champion like every year.
Honestly, well, no. What knocks Josh out a lot of the time is fatigue. That's what knocks him out a lot of the time. He's played, and you saw it at BAO last year, right? Was it BAO last year that we did this?
Well, BAO, no, it wasn't last year, right?
No.
It was the year before.
This past year we had Kubla.
Yeah, that's right. It was. Yeah.
The year before that we went to BAO.
Yeah.
And you didn't stream, but you recorded some of your games.
Yeah.
And Josh was there, and he was about to go like 6-0 or something like that. But he was like 3-0 on the first day.
I beat him in our first round.
Maybe it was something like that. But
yeah.
He was tired.
That might have been the year before that though.
He just got tired, and he was like, I think I'm done playing.
Are we doing 6 rounds at BAO next? Or are we gonna try to do this again where it's just 4?
I like this because I think 6 rounds works if you have more than 16 players. I think you need more than 4 rounds.
Whittle it down.
Exactly. But for here, where we get a consistent 16, 14 to 18 guys, and 16 is the sweet spot. I like this. Splitting 4 games into 2 days, that's not feasible for any other tournament. It's feasible only for us. Mm-hmm. And I think it works out great.
Yeah. Because it's so much better than like a 3-round tournament. Then you have to like,
Or a 4-round
bullshit,
tournament.
are we gonna decide?
Yeah, 3-round tournaments is like, oh, SOS is gonna be the winner. Some random numbers. I'm not random, but you know.
It feels random.
It feels random when you're
Because
losing
it's
to
like
it.
one person could go against like the best team in the area,
Yes.
and the other person will be against the noob, and the person winning against the noob will win.
Exactly, and that's really frustrating. It's really frustrating to lose to SOS, and I've seen it, and it was at this last Kubla where I was like, I'm not going to do that again. I'm not going to do an SOS winner. I think Robert won and someone else. I was thinking it was like Julian lost on it or something like that. Who
like-
lost
like
on
Guild
SOS?
House or-
Yeah, and that just feels bad. And I was like, I'm not going to do that. Let's do 4 games, 2 days, split it up. You're not dog time. And most tournaments do 4 rounds in a day now, in one day.
That sounds terrible.
That does not sound like fun.
No.
And if you weren't having fun with that, good on you. But I'm not.
It's like you need like a nap in between that, but there's no time for a nap. Like,
Yeah. Oh my God, a nap. Oh, a Red Bull sounds great right now. Ooh, it is 350. I would love a Red Bull.
yeah, I think I'm just gonna clip the moment that you came on out of it and just like, hey, here's the Legion podcast.
Oh, I like that.
Like, I'll still have like this full like game, and like I'll have us talking to, but I'm just gonna clip out this part because it's just
honestly, it's kind of cathartic. It's better than watching. It is because it's better than listening to people talk about Legion and just watching talking heads. I mean, like there's some
you get something to
podcasts.
look at. It's like it's the Subway Surfers of the Legion.
Yeah. It is. It's the Subway Surfer of Legion. You're watching a game go on, and you're like, wow, what is he gonna do? But also, I'm listening to this.
Yeah. Because like there's so many times where it's just like you're waiting for 5 minutes for like what are they gonna do?
Right.
You need something to fill that space.
I listen and watch. I listen to and watch like a few podcasts, not too many. But like most of those I listen to. There's one that I like sometimes watch. Matt and Shane. Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast is, I'm sure you've seen Shane Gillis. He's like blown up in like the last like year. He's blown up. He's huge now.
Shane Gillis.
Shane Gillis, yeah. But him and his best buddy Matt McCusker, they have a podcast. So that he's googling him right now for the listeners.
I think I might have seen.
So he's like he's huge now, but like I was listening to him well before he blew up, before he got big. But
I feel like I've heard some of this.
that's one where I don't mind watching like them do their podcast because it's like they're having a good time. They're having fun. It's better than like that is range troopers are they're pretty good. And now imagine on the screen you're not watching Grievous fly down with 800 lightsabers. Imagine you're watching me shake my head saying, range troopers are pretty good. Yeah,
it's just like finding the right people as well. It's like,
sure, yeah.
Like I can't do this like by myself. Like
I know. I feel so bad because I feel like if anyone else, oh my God, this is my dream. Josh takes over TLN. Someone else takes over head judge. You and I. Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
I like that. I could do that.
Yeah.
Off the air, I could do that. And that'll be great too. We can go back and watch. This was episode 1. Episode 0. Episode 0. This is episode 0. This is episode 0. Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to episode 0 of the. If you're just joining us, this is episode 0 of Andrew and Tori talk bullshit.
A&T bullshitting.
A&T
Star Wars
bullshit.
bullshittery.
We hate Star Wars as much as the next guy and love it.
Only a true fan loves and hates it at the same time. We only love it after it's been 20 years.
Yeah. After it's been 20 years, then you know what? It actually was great. I'm telling you. You watch. The year 2035. Kids. Or no, not kids. People our age now. They're going to go back. Like, wow, Rise of Skywalker. That was so cool.
So amazing. Yeah.
Do you remember that? They put the horses on the ship.
Those horses on the ship.
That was so cool.
They did the Dark Empire thing.
They're not gonna say it was good, because we now when we go back and watch the prequels, we're like, they're not good movies, but they're so much fun, and I love those movies. but they're not gonna say that the Last Jedi or Force Awakens
It's like
or
some masterpiece.
yeah, they're not gonna say it's a masterpiece. They're gonna say, they're pretty bad. They didn't have a plan. They're pretty bad. But they're gonna be like, wow, that was so sick when Force Ghost Luke Skywalker, and it is now to me.
Remember when Yoda fucking called down the lightning? Like,
Yeah, exactly. And like you're gonna find fans in the future that are like very fond of the sequel trilogy. You're absolutely gonna find them. And I'm like, yeah, there's a lot of people who go, well, the prequels were made better by Clone Wars and Rebels. Like, yeah, it's true. It's true. They were.
yeah.
They were made better by that. But like, I remember in like 2008 thinking like, damn, you know what? Revenge of the Sith went hard in that Mustafar scene. Like, it was kind of lame and kind of cheesy, but
Pretty cool. A lot of effects.
you were also, yeah, the effect. Okay, yeah, everything looked like it was on a green screen, but I was playing games all the time as a kid. I was like, this is better than any game I'm playing right now. This looks so much better than Unreal Tournament 2004.
Some of the green screen they were doing then, it still holds up today. Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
though I do still really appreciate episode 1 on like how many real sets they had.
Yeah,
in episode
so-
1. There's just like a physicality to it that's just not present.
Right. I mean,
in
like,
the other
you
two.
look at the pan over to the feed table right now.
Which one?
Pan over to the feed table from the with the camera.
Okay, so
So we set this up, and my girlfriend goes, "You know what? That looks like Italy." And I said, "Fun fact: it both is, isn't, and is again." I said it's from episode 1, episode 2, and they absolutely filmed in both Spain and in Italy, right? Or it was Spain that they filmed it in, I think, right?
well, I know there's people that still go to Italy and then like they take a picture in
Right,
spot where it's-
in the spots where the movie was filmed, right? So then on top of that, the terrain that I got, most of it is, or half of it is the Streets of Venice TT Combat set. So it's like, yeah, it is Italy.
Yeah.
And there was something about that where they filmed there. They filmed in Italy. They filmed in Spain. The lake scenes in episode 2, that's in Italy. I know that's in Italy. Lake Como, I think is what it is, or something. Or, I don't know what it is. But it was like, yeah, it made me want to go to those places. And I think if it was a little less hot, I would love to go to Tunisia, where the original Tatooine sets were filmed.
Oh, yeah.
It'd be so cool.
Yeah.
Where are we on the game?
Yeah,
Where are we on the game? We gotta get Michael to report in there.
I mean, Josh has been watching it. We'd be like, but he's like busy.
Josh, give me a TLDR.
Hi. Where are we at?
We're gonna get an
Come over
update
here.
from Michael.
No, I appreciate it.
Michael, give us an update. What's happened so far in this round? We've been bullshitting on the Bullshitting with Andrew and Tori podcast.
All right, as we can see on the battlefield, so the biggest issue is if you could put the pointer next to those droidicas. So you know how droidicas block line of sight now since they're in vehicles?
Yeah.
The front droidica's blocking the back droidica line of sight.
And he can't shoot.
Yeah. And I think just the biggest issue is now Grievous is suppressed. He's going to die.
Oh,
And,
no. Grievous?
Not Grievous,
He's supposed to run away.
Let's do light cover.
but it's pretty good. Grievous gave out 4 surges with his command card and reliable and all that, but
Okay. He's already played his 2 best cards. His Grievous. No, he hasn't played Training Your Jedi Arts, has he?
no, but I think he's dying this round.
Oh, shit. Oh, I gotta call 15 minutes. I'll be right back. Join Andrew in here for a hot second.
This one's wounded. I lost a unit on this one. This one's wounded.
Just gonna turn that
I'll
back
spend
up.
a surge and I'll lose a unit.
Okay.
And then one on this one. I'll block it.
Okay. That's another
And
suppression on
suppression.
Grievous.
Come on. Grievous, he's just gonna coward and run away. Let me remove suppression.
Oh, Grievous actually getting away.
Get a full activation.
Alright. Now we do all the points. So
We are so back.
Okay, so Grievous is going to survive. He's running
Let's
away.
go. I'm the biggest Grievous fan now.
Yeah.
I hated Grievous before. I love Grievous now. He's so much fun. I know I've explained this before when Danny was playing, but there's lore in Danny's Grievous in that he collects all the lightsabers. He actually collects. It's so much fun. I love it. Earlier we had
Eventually,
the-
it'll just be a pile of lightsabers. Did you ever? Were you on the Star Wars meme Discord?
No.
Like, there was like a meme like forever ago where just like every day they added a new lightsaber to a General Grievous photo.
that's literally Danny.
Yeah.
That's literally Danny.
At one point, it was just like his face and then just lightsabers.
That's literally Danny. He's just gonna have tons of lightsabers at the end of like next year. Oh man.
Grievous being Grievous, am I right?
Yeah, we love that for him. We love a
twirling
cowardly
his
Grievous.
mustache.
He's. You know what? If any character deserved a mustache,
It would be
a twirly mustache, it's Grievous. Who's got the top hat and the mustache in the Star Wars universe? I mean, I think before Grievous, you'd say Palpatine, right? He was the top hat mustache guy. He's like, ah, ha, ha, ha. You know, the very smug, you know. And now I think it's Grievous. Grievous is the top hat mustache. He deserves the top hat and mustache villain treatment.
like he's doing the hello, my honey. Hello.
Yup. He's Mr. Peanut.
Yeah.
He's Mr. Peanut. Oh, we love that. Has the ATSD taken any wounds? Chewbacca?
Well, I mean, he doesn't have any impact, so
Yeah.
like I don't even think he even has the rockets on the Magnus.
I think he has impact on the wrist rockets on the B2s.
Oh, if you get in range
But
one.
but if you're that close to your B2s, you're doing something wrong. And he might secure the bunker up there. I want to say.
Yeah, I feel like he's definitely getting that.
I think this turn he might get it.
Because he's just getting it through the wall, basically, right?
Yeah. Because I don't think you need line of sight on this. You just need to be at half range. I don't think any of the objectives require line of sight
Yeah, you
now,
just
right?
need to be half range.
Yeah. I think the secondaries do, but the primaries don't. Which is fine. That makes sense. It's kind of cool. But also, I don't know. Like, you know what I can see them doing? Changing force powers to need, or some force powers to need line of sight.
Strategize and.
I don't want that. I don't think it should be. It should happen.
It's the Force. I can.
But AMG hates force users for some reason.
40 points for Force push.
40 points. We don't like getting force pushed. Oh, also
Force
we're
choke.
we're
No more
make-
of those.
Yeah,
heavy
no more of that. No, we're gonna pick specific. No, not specifically anymore. It's whoever your opponent wants to pick off. You just gotta talk very nicely to them and ask them to take the Z6 off. You know, to force choke the Z6. Just say, hey, you know what? If you do that, then I'll buy you a beer.
Yeah.
And one suppression.
Was it into these guys? I had a full squad left. Because I'm missing green, which means green is three.
Commander, we're going to improvise orders.
Let's go.
Can you use improvised
Special
orders back to
forces.
back?
You cannot. You cannot use that back to back. You can use it, and then
on
on the
the big
next
green
time you
squad here,
pull, next time
they
you
get rid
have
of
to
it?
pull a token on another activation, you can. You cannot pull it.
It's just like a pass token. You can't
Use it.
pass token back to back.
Pull a second one, and then say I'm gonna improvise orders again and pull a third one. Cannot.
This roll doesn't count because this was too many dice.
We learned that. We learned that this weekend.
So it should be
We've
within
all
range.
learned that this weekend.
Yeah, put the guy back.
Easily.
And we've got some Ewoks moving up on the bunker here. They move deceptively fast.
Yeah.
What's
Deceptively
their courage
fast.
value?
One.
Where you just shot at them and give them a blue because they're always
Courage 1, but they have Indomitable. So what he needs to do right
So
now
did
is
the ATSC win already? Okay. Who hasn't gone yet?
I have the orange squad, the blue squad, Wicket, low gray, yellow squad, and that's it.
He needs to figure out right now if he wants to suppress the or panic the
Okay.
these Ewoks here or just contest. I think only the Droidekas in the
Who
bottom.
has anything to remove suppression?
They just went here.
Oh no, yeah.
Logray has
Logray has
Inspire.
Inspire too, so he can remove some.
Oh, okay.
At the end of the
I got a.
Yeah,
Core.
at the end.
He is going to.
It's just so up in the air. Like, I don't know. I think the droids are winning.
You know, that's what we were saying a week ago. And it turned out it was not so much up in the air. We found out the very hard way on Tuesday night that it was very much not up in the air.
I am going to move.
And it was not Star Wars we were talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, Andrew just got that.
Yeah.
I also have to move.
Oh,
Come on, I came here to
it's too soon.
escape from my problems.
It's too soon. It's too soon.
Should have been Bernie.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You know?
Why they gotta fucking snuff?
Oh my god. I will not pop off on this, I swear. I will not pop off on this. I'll just say this. It should have been Bernie. I'll tell you, Andrew. Here's Bernie right now. Andrew, Bernie's here right now. Oh, hello, Andrew. Andrew, I'll tell you, my favorite game here and my favorite streamer is you, of all the people. I watch your videos all the way from New Hampshire. Is it Vermont? Vermont, sorry, I was confused for a little bit. And, you know, I really want to see the equal suppression dispersed across all of these guys. It's their right.
Annihilation looms. Distribution.
You know, I get to do the thing. I get to do the thing all the time where I go, well, you know, don't look at me. I voted for Bernie. Don't look at me. I did that all 2017. Hey. I was in a bar in Indiana, in Kentucky. Well, I was in Kentucky. They're right next to each other. And I went over the river to Indiana. Went to a bar. Or I went to get pizza, really.
Yeah.
And there's a guy there that goes, it's right around the election, the 2016 election. And this guy, he's sitting there, he's talking to the bartender, the TV's on, he's talking about the election coming up. And this guy goes, well, I paid for my college. Why should these other people get it for free? And this bartender popped the fuck off on this guy. And he goes, so what, just because you got something nice doesn't mean that anybody else can get this? Like, what the hell's wrong with you? Like, it was, oh my God, it was sick. Because I was in the deep state.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not the South, but it's...
Found the one guy that like could pop off.
Well, so it turns out, I was in Louisville. And Louisville is, I mean, yeah, it's a city. So obviously cities are going to be more liberal, right? It's great. It's fine. It's a college town. There's like 2 major colleges there. Louisville, obviously. And then, actually, no, University of Kentucky's not there. But they're nearby. Mm-hmm. I think in Lexington? I don't know. But it was like, I saw Bernie stickers there, and I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
I was like, what? I feel like I'm in... No,
He
I mean,
had like a fucking groundswell that nobody else had. Like people are
Right.
comparing Donald Trump to Bernie like after the election.
How?
Have you seen those?
How?
Because like he has like this cult of personality, like
I
similar
mean,
to Trump. Like
no, it's. I mean, yeah. Oh, here's the thing. I want to say yes, just because it's the funny answer.
yeah, I know.
It's the funny answer. I want to say yes, but absolutely not.
It's just like it gets young people excited. to
Yeah.
vote type of thing.
I mean, yeah.
So,
if you deduce it down to just that, yeah. But it's way more.
There's so many factors.
Exactly. Like there are a lot of young people. Like, you know, at the time I was young, You know, it was almost 10 years ago, and I was like, hell yeah, Bernie, let's fucking go, dude. And likewise, you have that with Trump, where people are like,
But I mean, like,
yeah, like,
people-
this guy's so fucking funny, and
I
he
mean,
is
I
funny.
remember in 2016 when like they snubbed Bernie, and I was
Yeah.
like, felt super disenfranchised.
The Democratic Party needs to burn. It needs to start over.
I know, right?
It needs to start over.
And it was just like, what the fuck does it matter if I
Okay,
can't?
okay, enough politics,
Yeah.
enough politics. All right. But I agree with you. I'm glad we're on the same page. Okay. Oh, you're gonna get some guy watching. I came here for Star Wars Legion.
Out of the 200 people that will watch this,
Yes, well, you know what? Love that.
Actually, like, you know what? I want to check my stats on my.
You gonna check your metrics?
Let's check my metrics.
I watched yours for the game one, or game 1 or 2. I
Yeah,
can't
because
remember.
I actually got that posted up before I went to sleep.
Yeah, I watched it this morning while I was getting ready, and then I was like, oh god, he's gonna get a thing that says like 100% of the viewers watched like 10 minutes of this
I
video.
did get one that the only metric I have right now is like one of it's like if there's 4 hours watched. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, somebody
watched the
it.
whole thing. Yeah.
So let's see here. We have what's interesting is the second video is doing better than the first one.
The first one had more views originally. When I checked.
Well, I posted the other one this morning.
Oh, okay.
Maybe the clickbait's working on it.
I hope so.
So I have 87 views on my first video.
Yeah.
Second video, 147.
What? Really?
I don't know.
Huh. Interesting.
But they both have.
Maybe they're looking to see what's the unit that's getting nerfed. Is that the one?
Yeah. I mean, like, I put like clickbait on both of them.
There's nothing that gets clicks more than I can't wait to see that this piece of shit is wrong. This guy's a piece of he's this real piece of work. This real son of a gun. I can't wait to prove him wrong in the comments section. He'll never
It does
read.
have Republic on the clip on the thumbnail, so it's like the only thing that really got affected was Republic, and it's a Republic list.
So you do the math on that one, listener. What needs a nerf? Is it the 501st?
So your average view
Is it
duration
arcs?
on both are about 3 minutes.
Is it Anakin?
Or could it be all of the above?
Yeah, people have collectively watched 5.6 hours of the first one.
Nice.
I don't get to see when they stopped watching it.
It's going to be very nice for me to put on when I'm painting. It's going to be very nice for me to put on when I'm painting.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be very. I like putting on videos like this when I'm doing painting. It gets me hyped up. I'm like, yeah, hell yeah.
I enjoy podcasts as well. Like, I listen to this one Warhammer group called Isander and Coda. Have you heard of them?
No.
They just talk about, like, they pick, like, a random...
I don't know.
topic.
I knew that should have been a thing, but until you just said that, I did not ever think of that Warhammer podcast.
Yeah.
Literally, I was just talking about Legion podcast, and for some reason, I was like, I just never. Did you know? This is crazy.
Did you
We'll
know?
get back to this in a second. But did you know? Speaking of things that you just never think of, for the first 23 years of my life, I never thought when you brush your teeth, right? How do you brush? You brush the top of your teeth. You brush the outside, right? You're supposed to brush the inside. For the first 23 years of my life, it never dawned on me to brush the inside of my teeth.
Where's this coming from?
Things that you just like never think of. You're like, oh wow, I never thought of that. I never thought of that. Like it never once crossed my mind.
And then, like, there's some people that, like, brush their tongue, but, like,
Right.
you're not supposed to use the same brush, I guess.
Yeah, something like that. I still do. I don't care. It's
Yeah.
whatever. But like, the thought never occurred to me. It's crazy. Anyways, what were we talking about? We were talking about
Like
Warhammer podcast.
Warhammer
Warhammer podcast.
Where it's
Yeah.
like they pick a topic, and this one guy is just like, I'm the designated hype man.
We're about to hit hard dice down. I gotta go tell everybody real quick.
Tell the people.
Tell the people we're gonna announce that there's 15 minutes left.
Let's get back to this.
15 minutes remain.
Where's my bag? Oh. Let's have these two magna guards. So Leia hasn't gone yet? Oh no, she did go, right? Who hasn't gone over here yet?
Wicket and low gray.
Wicked and Roper. I'm gonna go with magna guard. Droidicas.
Droidicus. Okay.
AI attack and move. I'm gonna do my move action. Yeah, can I use my move action to reposition or pivot? Yeah. And then can I move my unit over here?
That'll be an action.
That'll be an action move.
Yeah. It was this turn.
Okay.
You do full move.
Are you within a range of the commander?
No.
No. Okay.
Well, I still want to move, so I could move my guy
So
over.
you'll move.
So is it AI move shoot or?
It's AI move dodge, I think.
Yeah. No. AI attack or move.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess I
Do
just
you have reposition?
no. So how would this go? I guess I'll be like this. I can't do that, huh?
It's not more than a 45.
How are
I
you?
think it's okay.
One to eat the crunch.
This is a very slow game.
It's really slow. Yeah, it's like there's still round 3, right?
Yeah.
Okay. For a minute, I thought it was round 4.
Which one's your low unit?
I noticed
sorry?
that the
Oh, 6 here, right?
change.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the lowest.
I guess this is what competitive Legion really looks like.
No, I think they're both just melee units, so they're trying to do stuff, but
If they commit too hard, then the
Yeah.
person would win.
I think we also saw the droid player. I think you can look back. I think it's like 3 to 5 minutes just thinking about what he's going to do, and then he picked a unit that was only like 4 minutes. It's painful. But that's what it is.
I mean, if you give players infinite time, this is what they'll do, right? Because they're not on a time limit. For this
No, I think we started after for this game.
I thought they said that we're not going to give them a timer for this specific game.
That is so dumb. This is why we need chess clocks, guys. But as we can see, there's a lot of things happening on this board, but also just a lot of nothing.
A lot of nothing, yeah. I mean, like, he's capturing the bunker on the far right,
Yeah,
and that's about it.
yeah. Like,
And, like, the droidicas, like, are, like, the Ewoks' worst nightmare because they can't get into melee with it.
you can get into melee with
Oh, they can
droidicas.
melee them, but, like, then they're not technically melee. They can just shoot them.
Yeah.
So it's...
Just taking some time.
Patience and time.
Yep.
Do you have any hot Legion takes?
Ban the 501st.
What's your hate for the 501st?
I just don't like how many tokens they can receive and then in like fashion use. It would be cool if like, hey, everyone gets like their surges and stuff and that's it. But no, it's I can share this surge, I can share this surge, and it really just starts to catapult when you have like aggressive tactics on a unit with like Yoda or
Well, you can't take Yoda in 501st.
yeah, but just normal Legion.
Oh, yeah.
And then commandos can use other tokens from other clones, which doesn't make sense because commandos are normally like on their own. So commandos are fine, I feel like at the current points, but there needs to be a thing where we're not going to give them the aims and surges from other clones because they have the staying power already with their surge to block and surge to critical 2 on their tokens. So you just play their tokens more effectively. Like, because before you could just run around and be like, oh, throw my token there, throw my token there. And it's like, you don't really care because eventually you'll get your tokens and not have to rely on the clones. But forcing you to play them more strategically makes the game a lot more fun. So
I would say give them we are not normal clones, or yeah, or just give them we are
or
not
lone operative, like
or we are not regs in parentheses commandos, so they can share tokens between commandos. Because that seems fair. Same thing with like ARC troopers.
I've been thinking about do something like Pod Brothers, because that was a thing in the original game.
Yeah. I don't know. That's my hot take. I think something needs to happen with Rebel Troopers, an extra mini. That would be nice. The points are fine. Everything's fine. I just want one more mini. The 5th Trooper.
The fifth.
The 5th Trooper, guys. Make it happen.
Would
But-
their points go up accordingly to having an extra mini?
No, I think they're fine. They're not good at as they are right now.
There's so many things that I feel like need to be adjusted for Rebels to make them sound fun. Because it's like what Tori was saying earlier, was just like they're just a hero hammer list. You can't really do much else with them.
But not good heroes anymore.
Yeah.
It's like I like what they did with all the changes and stuff, but Jin got really badly nerfed and all this kind of stuff, so I'd like to see her played more. Droids are in a good place now.
Droids have always been in a good place, I feel like.
They're always in a good place, but the meta always just does not like them.
Yeah.
Like right now, you can see like during these games, there is no like true like skews right now. Like yeah, there's a 501st, there's a Wookiee Battle Force and Ewok and all this stuff, but there's no like Black Sun range to like big fire powers. Because then you would see that change a lot more. Like there's one armor skew and then a Tempest, but they face each other and knocked each other out. So it's like, I don't know. I think Empire is fine how it is. You don't really need to change anything. I like the points upgrade to the medic. Feels good for the range troopers. They are very gross with repairing themselves. Maybe the Gav tank gets an update so I can go over stuff.
Yeah.
That would be great. I have one painted. Never played it in my life.
Well, now you can't do the old transport thing with it anymore.
Yeah, I can't make it into a Toyota with the tactical.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think everything's fine at the moment. I just would like a couple more things for Rebels. I think clones are fine how they are now with all the changes. But going forward with the ARF troopers and everything else, I'm scared to see what they can do. Because if they're a range 4 unit with a rocket launcher throwing 7 dice with clone aims to share, it's not going to be pretty.
No.
But I don't know. I like the game. It's a great balance at the moment. But I don't know. You see a lot of spam lists. Like this is 3 B2s, 2 Droidicas, 3 Magna Guards. It's thematic in the sense of, yeah, you see all the big units together, but it's not, oh, I have Count Dooku and then I have Bosk, or like I have Cad Bane. Like there's no
Like a couple of other troopers, like, no, it's Count Dooku with 7 B1s. And
yeah, and a Magna Guard to support him. It's like the creativity's there to have fun lists, but to be good, you need to not have fun.
Yeah.
Like, I like Bright Tree. It's fun because you can have all these named characters and it's still a good list. But
You know, it's like, sometimes like, there's some lists like I feel like I don't see as often anymore. Like, I know they're good, but like people don't bring them, like Tax Strike in Empire. Like, you could take Death Troopers, you want some impact, you could still do the Imperial Special Forces.
yeah, I feel like early 1.0, or not 1.0, but like 1.4, kind of like had Tax Strike with the Inferno Special Forces, or Imperial Special Forces, whatever you call them, and they were really good because of how it worked and like the dice and everything. It was really good, and then everyone kind of moved away from that when Pierce and red saves came more into play, instead of the white saves and all that stuff, because the ISF can't really hit into red saves.
They don't have Pierce, so it's like just
Yeah.
a numbers game. And then like cover also neutered a lot of that.
Yeah.
But now that cover's better, Death Troopers are better because they don't have to worry as much about cover.
Yeah. Well, and then you saw the rise of like Luke Cook and like the sniper teams and Tax Strike and all the shenanigans and all this stuff, which was really good. But then in the current rules, it's really hard to play strike teams. They're really expensive. The snipers are expensive. Like, and then you have to take the scout unit.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing. I've yet to see a strike team since the changes.
You see them in clones because they're red saves.
Oh yeah, and you could take 6 ARC troopers.
Yeah, which is good. But I think I like how the meta keeps changing, keeps evolving. Like,
Stays fresh.
yeah, like no one ever saw EXD before, like 2 weeks before Worlds, and it became like the thing to play because it was really good. Then it got nerfed. Now everyone's playing 501st. It got really, really good and really boring and competitive. Now it got nerfed. The same thing happened with Pikes and DLTs, and like you see these lists come out that are really good, but they're not fun to play against. It's like, yeah, give me Tempest where I can try and kill ATSTs and like it's a fun game. It's not a very competitive list if you can't roll saves. And if you're rolling saves, you're doing good and you're happy. So it's a mix of both, which I really like. It brings dice into the game, not just math. I have no idea what's going on in this game. We have Grievous trying to move out maybe and shoot something.
But hey, they blew up the bunker.
How?
They hanged around it long enough.
Why are the Ewoks up there? I don't understand what's going on. Like, why aren't the Ewoks like moving and trying to shoot something? Like,
I know, right?
like this game, we see the ATST still alive, but it isn't doing anything.
It's just shooting, right?
It got 7 wounds on Grievous, and Grievous ran away. And so your 180 point ATST that can do stuff spent the whole game shooting a Grievous that's 130 points and ran away and still is alive. Like people always say you want to give Pierce to heavies and like stuff like that because it makes sense, like an explosion or something. I don't say you give him Pierce, just give it Explode 1. It's a giant explosion that these things do.
The concussive blast to take something out.
Yeah, just make it like low profile. You remove 1 hit, it does 1 auto wound.
Yeah, because like so many times where you're just like, even in Old Legion, you're just like, I'm gonna throw 8 dice. 2 got through.
Yeah. Just have it more explodey and more cool.
Yeah.
Like, the crab droids that are coming out seem fun. They don't seem that explodey or, like...
I mean, people are hyping them up.
People are hyping them up because of the scouting party at the moment.
Does crab droids give
Yeah.
scouting party? Okay.
They have Scout 1, Scouting Party 1. So everyone's trying to take 2 and then a droidica, or... No, not a droidica, a spider droid with the ion. You move on to the battlefield, you can take an aim and shoot at something.
Okay.
And it's just very effective. You have that. You have the aqua droids coming out. No idea what those are going to do, but they seem like a lot of fun. Just hopefully they're white save armor 5 like tank units that are playable and fun. Like, I don't know. It should be good.
Yeah. Yeah, and like, you pair it with anything, like, oh, I know those are already Scout 3. Or, hey, can't they scouting party, like, their leaders? Or
Yeah, they can scouting party Dooku or the B2s.
Asajj,
Yeah.
or-
There's a lot of fun stuff they can do.
It's a good support unit, like,
I don't know, they just don't do that much damage. But, I don't know, we'll see how they actually play versus what people theorize. Because I think the biggest issue people aren't thinking about is, yes, it's a climbing vehicle, but also terrain now is going to height 2, not height 1.
yeah.
And it just doesn't, like, if something finds it really quick, it's going to get picked off. It's like a bark, basically, in my opinion. You have armor 2, which is basically light cover for most shots.
Sorry, I gotta update a couple things here.
Now you're good. Round 4.
So I think red has 4 points now.
Oh, you're not giving out. What does it do?
Yep.
And
Blue should have 6, 7.
I see 7 dice in the corner. I'm hoping
yeah.
that's correct. I haven't been listening to him talking for the last little while.
Yeah. I should have been cleaning up tables. I see an empty table I could have packed away for Tori. But it is what it is. Tori can do that.
They've been playing this for 2.5 hours.
I'm going to do the preservation protocols on.
Roughly. Give or take 7 minutes.
Yep. And this is what you see in most lists competitively now. They will play very slow till round 3 and win. At SoCal Open, I think I saw multiple clone lists doing this with the 5-0 first. They just had the staying power in round 3 and won because there was no round 4 because of hard dice down. And if you have the ability to force people to just not play the game for 2.5 hours, it's not fun.
I mean, at least like I feel like there's some interactability compared to the old rules, where just like you'll just hang out in deployment for forever.
Oh, actually.
Yeah, the biggest issue right now is just the consistency of red saves saving. Like, yeah, they can blank and like we see the grievous with 7 wounds, but you look at all of the Magna Guard Guardians, just keep saving, and then he spends the surges, and it's consistent throughout all red saves. Is if you have a surge, it's beyond great. It's beyond meat. Sponsored.
Give them an A.
No, what did we get? We got a 2-pip versus something. Oh, I think he played the 1-pip to give out orders to the things to give orders to. What? How's he giving retinue away?
Wait, what?
I don't know what's going on.
Oops.
An A.
Retinue.
Are they gonna forget retinue again?
I don't know. Did they forget retinue?
Is that what you were trying to get their attention?
I don't know. I can't tell anymore. I think they all have it.
I still have my presets.
Red, 3 black.
Does it have a? Yeah, he remembered it this time.
Oh, you can't see it then?
No, I can't see either.
Oh, okay. I thought you were. I'm already expecting him to die.
No, I mean, that's what I was hoping to do. But I wasn't.
Let me
Yeah, I
get
just
you.
can't get it. Yeah. I think if I was
There you go.
here, I might be able to.
Yeah, he removed retinue for once.
But the problem is, I gotta do
It's a big thing to remember.
Oh, okay.
And then retroactively doing it is very, just feels like cheating.
Yeah. It's like you at least got to do it before, at least in your first activation.
Yeah. Because then, like, people move up and you're like, oh, well, instead of my retinue dodge that I probably would have taken, I'll take an aim this time instead.
So it just needs to make tokens that just says retinue and put it on the table so you remember.
Yeah, but I feel like it's also, it shouldn't be a must, it should be a may. So if you forget, it's your fault. Like, because independent is a may, so you can forget independence and it won't happen, but retinue is I'm pretty sure it's a must. But I know if you forget tokens in certain ways, you can't get them anymore. Cad Bane would have it.
So, 5 here, 4 here split.
But I get covered from that?
8 games.
Yeah. Yep. It just says, so it is a must. But then I think independent is a may.
And so, can the Magna Guards can give backup in Guardian?
Yep.
For 4.
And then Guardian gives backup as well.
And then now they were
Let me get a number. He said he literally is like a lawyer, mathematician, kept track of all the information. My 120 shots in through to red save Dooku with a side. 12 roughly, and 6 deflected.
Just one suppressor. I wish it was better.
That was really fun. This game could have been over and we could have had a winner in the correct time. In 15 minutes, hard dice down, I can tell you who's going to win. But if we're playing till round 5, I don't know who's winning. That's what's great about this, guys.
Yeah. I mean, Bunker Salt doesn't give you enough points to win round 4, right?
No.
Because so Blue could get 2 victory points this round, so that puts him at 9. He gets 2 on round 5, that puts him at 11. So he has to do recon mission. Have they been doing recon missions?
Maybe. I don't know.
Here you go with Leia. So both units here are wounded.
That was the most weighted dice game I've ever played.
All right, folks, looks like we have another hour and a half of this game.
Here probably for another hour.
We'll go into the unit over here.
So some people say terrain is a discussion. I think it's more of like a divorce. I think it's like a divorce in court with lawyers.
Yeah. I mean, this whole game is fucking lawyer dice.
It's never, hey, I think everything's heavy cover, and then no, this is light, and then this is area. I'm like, no, let's
But you see, my guy, it only comes up to his shins, so it's.
Yeah, why don't we just call everything heavy cover, so then we remember it all.
Yeah.
And that's what I play in most of my games, because God forbid, if we look around this big sourdough piece of bread, all those are light cover, and you're just like, no, those are heavy, as we discussed, because one is bigger than the smaller ones, and those ones were light cover that we discussed. And I'm like, you know what? Why isn't everything just heavy cover?
Why do I have to submit everything to evidence and then
Yeah. Why do I have to get a background check on this terrain? Just get a mug shot of him, put him up in the wall, be like, heavy
Before
terrain.
every Legion game, you have to have an hour discussion and then write everything documented, get a notary to stamp it.
Yeah. Make sure the lists are legal too. God forbid you don't look at the points update. Oh, wow. My Yoda's still 200 points.
Yeah.
Oh, it'd be so great if you could play with any points that the unit was ever at. That'd be so broken in so many ways. It'd be fun.
You get to have one unit at any point.
So, any points that the unit was ever at, you could play it as that point.
Ground
Like any
vehicles?
update to the
And
cards?
when they move?
So, any update to the Yoda card, you just go back.
Also, I have
and
to
pay
make
the
a move
200
action
points
then.
for the good one.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah. It'd be nice.
Choose your own adventure units.
Yeah. I've always wanted to get a divorce. Never married.
Yeah,
Seems
it's
like
I
fun.
have to get married first.
Yeah. Seems like a lot of steps to go through the fun part of just in a courtroom in an argument. I love a good argument.
Just watch Marriage Story, and you get to live all of that.
Yeah. Do you ever tell people just blatant lies? I have people at the bars that will just tell people they're talking to just lie so they can try and get their phone number.
I don't go to bars, so
Okay.
If that get any indication, but it's a super funny concept. Just you ever just lie to people?
Yeah. Just, I'm a multi-millionaire that created Bitcoin. Because, no one knows who it is. I'll just claim it as me at the bar when I'm super drunk. Might get kidnapped, but who knows?
Trust me, I have Bitcoin, and you pull out a coin.
Yeah, it says bit on it. It's a good bit. Imagine you say you're a doctor at a bar and someone has a heart attack and they ask you to perform CPR and you're not CPR certified. How fucked is that?
What if a forklift gets thrown through the bar?
Oh, no.
And someone's like, "Hey, this guy's forklift certified."
Oh, what would I do then? Not know how to drive it? I'm drunk. Hand me the keys.
You can't be arrested on a forklift.
Yeah. You know, you can get arrested for drunk driving on the Lime scooter bikes in California.
No, I did not know that.
Yeah, any motorized vehicle now. They changed the rules because too many drunk people are doing them.
But electric vehicles or electric bikes aren't motorized vehicles.
I don't know how it works, but I know it works for Lime scooters.
I saw this meme the other day where it's this guy's like, you can't get a DUI on a horse in Alabama or something.
Yeah, the horse has its own free will. Yeah. Like if I had a horse, I would take it to the bar. Imagine just the amount of just faces would just look at you when you walk into the bar off of a horse or into the bar with the horse. Can I get a carrot for the horse and a water for me?
It's like there's a Family Guy bit that's like, Peter, the horse is here.
That'd be so cool to have a horse take you to a bar.
And then it just takes you back.
Yeah.
It's like dragging you along like Aragorn.
So if you had to have own any animal in the world, what would it be?
Any animal?
Any animal. It could be extinct. It could be a futuristic animal, like a cyborg T-Rex.
Now the options are endless.
Yeah. Endless streams on YouTube for Legion. You'll see them at SoCal. I mean at LVO. But back to this animal. Which one would you pick?
Oh fuck, I don't know, man.
Let's get a quick comment by Tori. What animal would you pick if you had to pick an animal to own?
If I had to pick an animal to own,
Yeah, but it could be anything. Fantasy.
If I could pick any animal to own,
Like his example is a cyber T-Rex.
let me think of this.
It's like, what about the most useless fantasy one? Like get a Yoslarmi from Star Wars Legends. Like you could turn off force powers, but there's no force powers to turn on.
Isn't that the thing that Thrawn had?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like the snake that Thrawn had.
Yeah.
But I think I would pick a penguin. Someone gives me a phone call. I'm at home. They just ask me what I'm doing. I'm taking my penguin on a waddle. Like, how sick would that be? Like, you could take him to the bars. I don't know. Or like the Madagascar the ones from Madagascar.
Here's the thing: you don't want anything that's that you have to house and feed a lot. So you obviously the kid answer that you want when you're a child is Atreyu from Neverending Story, right? You're like, that would be so sick. He could fly me everywhere. But then you got to figure out he's gonna shit, and that's not fun to clean up. Where's he gonna shit? Your backyard? That's not gonna work.
You're gonna fly him out to the ocean and
Yeah,
shit every day?
yeah,
Like, no.
exactly. Hey, son, we gotta go for your morning flight. And then you gotta feed it. Like Clifford the Big Red Dog. Why would you ever want a Clifford, a real Clifford? No, thank you.
It's like everybody wants a dragon, like in Game of Thrones, but then you have the issue where it's like it just starts eating random people's sheep and shit.
Well, in Game of Thrones, I never saw the pooping dragon.
T-Rex.
Well, what do you mean a cyborg T-Rex would be sick? It doesn't poop? I don't know what it does. It's cool.
What if it was like a cyberpunk T-Rex where it just keeps on wanting more cyber upgrades?
Yeah.
Yeah, send it through rehab.
Yep.
Oh, thank you.
Never been through rehab, but it seems cool. You just gotta hang out with a whole bunch of homies and not do anything.
I heard about a story about this nurse that worked at a rehab place. They were there because they were a kid in college and they're a basketball student scholarship and they're out there at the basketball court. And one of the people was like, why don't you play basketball with us? Like, no, I can't. Management told me I can't do it anymore. And apparently he balled so hard, or he dunked on someone so hard it broke their ankle.
Dang.
So they can't. Oh, and then, so the person that broke their ankle had to get on painkillers, then got addicted to painkillers.
Ooh. Addiction's a scary thing to happen.
Yeah.
Some say it's the greatest thing, like alcoholism.
No.
But sometimes I do wonder about what does it mean to be an American nowadays? Is it freedom? Democracy? In my new empire?
My new empire. Don't make me kill you.
Oh, it looks like the ATST is moving up.
Is it doing the melee? Oh yeah, you can use his guns in the melee, right?
Yep, 2 guns in melee, but it double moved.
Oh, so what the fuck is the point? Oh,
It's trying to score.
Oh.
I don't really know what's going on in this game, but things are happening.
This is the most odd game, but like it's not entertaining because it's kind of slow. So I kind of like just turned into a podcast. I turned down their mics and we're just.
Because I'm counting 1, 2. Looks like there's 3 units for the rebels and 2. And you can probably get 2 more there.
3. But, so like, droids are winning, right? Am I crazy?
I have no idea. I can't tell what's what from this view sometimes.
Yeah, it's very. Should I zoom in? Like, does this help?
No, because they're all painted on the same color bases, which is kind of annoying. They're all green bases
With
and
like the
dark
florals
brown.
and stuff.
Yeah. Give me some crazy color bases so I can tell them apart. Have you ever seen twins? I've met so many twins in my life, I can't tell them apart.
I can tell them, like, where I work, or used to work, there were twins that worked together in the maintenance. And after you work with them long enough, like, I could tell, like, they're very different people.
It's like, I know they're different people, but, like, sometimes I just call people by their wrong name and I just go with it.
I'm sure they get it all the time.
Yeah. Well, not really. I was friends with them for, like, 12, 13 years. So I should have, like, figured it out, but I couldn't. But then there was 2 other twins in the same, like, group we were in, but they were boy-girl, so that was easy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What's worse is triplets. There's 3.
I've never encountered a triplet situation.
At my high school, there was 3 triplets, or 1 group of triplets.
And did they do, like, the German experiment on...
Well, I don't know. They're all...
That was, like, one of the things, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I was just thinking in my head, I'm like, imagine being the dad and you find out you're having triplets.
Yeah, it's like you just wanted 1 child and suddenly you're having 3.
It's like, it's cool having twins because then you get, like, the 2 kids out of the way if you want to have 2. But triplets is just crazy, having 3 babies crying. There's 2 parents.
You have to get the special stroller. You have to get...
No. My whole thing is there's 2 parents. Who's holding the 3rd child if it's crying?
Okay, robot holder.
Yeah, full-time nanny.
Oh, you got nanny money?
No, but I would if I had triplets. I would make it happen. Win the lottery.
Have you heard of that one family that lives in like a 1-bedroom apartment that has like 8 children?
No.
Yeah, it's like you have like kids sleeping next to like the litter box and like.
That's crazy.
They don't let them sleep in their bedroom. Like all of them just live in the rest of the apartment.
It's just like a couple with a whole bunch of roommates.
Yeah.
That's what a family is with a single child. It's just some guy hanging out as a 3rd wheel. Someone's going into what? That's what I was just overhearing.
Yeah.
Looks like someone's whipping, someone's nay-naying, and someone is very, very sad. Could be me. I could be sad.
Oh yeah, I remember there was a game where I found out that you can whip vehicles.
Yeah.
So you can immobilize them.
Yep.
It was just like, I just thought that was the funniest thing, just having like a pike whip the ATST and then the ATST can only go speed 1.
Yep. Oh, looks like he hit someone, knocked him out of melee. Now there's 3 units over there, and he's going to whip the single model left in the Ewok skirmisher.
Damn.
Damn, boy.
Is it going to end in like a table? Like, do your points not care anymore if you get tabled?
Points don't matter if you get tabled, but right now, if he wins, it doesn't really matter if he tables him or not, because he is 4-0.
Yeah.
And that's all we care about here. At kublafall. Presented by Sling It.
Slingbox.
Slingbox.
Sling it. You sling, I sling, we all sling. For
Sling.
Slingbox.
Yeah. I feel like it's very fascinating that some like advertisement people like just allow certain podcasts and people just to influence their brand. Like sometimes I listen to a podcast and it's like Toyota Sentra. Like I didn't think this would be sponsored by that.
I never get those. I get always the weird random stuff. Like, I was listening to this one podcast for the longest time, and they had like these brain pills.
No.
It was like using mushrooms to be like, oh, if you take these, you'll be better at video games.
No, I just need a whole bunch of cocaine.
If you take these at night, you'll have what's that? The dreams where you can actually do stuff in it.
Oh, like a
Not
lucid dream.
Lucid dreams.
Yeah.
Or it's like Blue Chew or some bullshit.
Blue Chew.
Get your dick hard till next week.
Yeah, sometimes round 1 doesn't matter, but what about round 2? Do you struggle going into round 2? Yeah, sometimes my command card is kind of hard to pick.
Sometimes
Sometimes I can't see it well enough.
My order tokens are kind of flaccid.
Yeah. Sometimes my model's bending a bit too much. I gotta straighten it back up.
Does your movement ruler kind of turn to the right?
Yeah. To make your movement ruler go straight, use Blue Chew. Today's discount code 5% off.
No, it's 6 up.
6 Up Supply It. A company that may or may not exist as of you watching this video.
Yeah, it's like
Shout out Keegan though. What a legend.
it's Schrodinger's token supply company.
Yeah. But if you want real tokens, I have no idea where to get them. Etsy maybe, Amazon, eBay. Those places do sell items.
This part brought to you by Etsy.
Yeah. I would recommend Squad Marks. They do sell lots of things and stuff. I have no idea what they do, but they have a whole bunch of 40K things.
Squad Marts, not to get confused with Skid Marks.
Yep. Dude, love me Mason. He's a good guy. Solid man. Loves a good burrito and some fish tacos, I can tell you that much.
Did you ever play Armada?
No, I wanted to play Armada, but sometimes I looked at the models and I realized the rules and I'm like, I don't want to buy all these different models to like play that were very expensive.
I think they weren't that bad, I mean, especially compared to like Legion.
Okay, no, see, my issue with Legion is I got into 1 army, and then I got into 2, and then I got into 4, and then now I have a 5th army, which is not considered an army anymore.
Shadow Collective is not.
Shadow Collective is not an army, but I want it so much. Please give me more units. Please. Oh my gosh, I would love so much more Shadow Collective.
That's what the thing everybody wants.
Oh, that's what everyone's fiending for. They're fiending for that and the Riz. If the Rizzler comes to Star Wars Legion, he's going to be broken. Do you know the Rizzler?
Who lives in Drury Lane? Or lives on Ewing Lane?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, once he gives your girl the Riz face, she's not coming back. Imagine dating a girl for 4 years, and then some little 12-year-old hits her with the Mew face, and she falls in love with him and goes to jail. Like, just imagine that happening, and you have to explain that to your parents when you see them at Christmas.
I'm just not a Sigma male. That's what she's.
Yeah. How crazy of a conversation is that going to be? Hi, sorry, I'm leaving you for a 12-year-old.
So you're a pedophile. Just
Yeah. I think you can turn him in for money now. I'll probably turn her in for money. Loved
be
her
a
for,
bounty hunter for pedophiles. Just-
yeah, loved her for 4 years, but God, she's a pedophile on the 4th year when she found the Rizzler. I'm turning her in. The only reason is money is better. Money's better than sadness. You need money to have sadness. Do you? Or money to have happiness? I don't know how the saying goes. I suck with sayings. Well, let me read you some jokes I wrote down. So I was trying to do stand-up comedy.
Okay.
Didn't really like it how it was going. Kind of difficult. No one really laughed at my stuff, but I don't know if I wasn't funny or it was just a whole bunch of comedians that didn't want to laugh at me.
It's a
Probably
tough crowd
them.
of comedians because they always think they're better than you.
Yeah. I think they're funny talking about things. I can talk about things.
Anybody can talk about things. You
Yeah.
just got to have a microphone
Yeah.
and an internet connection.
Yeah.
And you could have the Hawk Tua podcast.
The Talk Tua?
Hawk Tua?
My favorite podcast.
Oh man, they were talking about the Greeks and Romans and
What?
and how good the phalanx was to Greek culture and
No.
no,
Interesting.
you haven't heard that meme?
I have heard that. Fascinating, though, that they talk about that on the Talk Tua podcast.
Hawk Tua podcast.
Yeah. So I went on a date with a girl the other day that works at the zoo. She's a keeper. I was sitting in the car once with my buddy, and we were talking about my other buddy that gained a bit of weight, and he just looks at me and he goes, "That man's a left tackle."
Tackle?
I don't know what it means, but it's kind of good.
Like a football left tackle?
Yeah, just a left tackle. He's built like a left tackle.
Yeah, I don't really watch sports. That's
No. So, I don't know what else we can talk about. What about Knock Knock?
who's there?
Cargo.
Cargo who?
No, owls go who, cars go beep, beep. My buddy crashed his car into the river to check the depth of the river. He wasn't that smart. I'm not going to say that one. That one's a bit crazy. Everyone in a relationship is kind of like a law firm. No idea what context I wrote that joke down for. Then we have AA degree is for a divorce. Just to get your kids back. Anal beads are like the clown cars of sex toys. I took a girl out for sushi, but she just sashimi as a friend. These are terrible. More hot takes on Legion.
Yeah, sorry, you stun locked me a little bit, and it's like starting to make a joke, but I'm like, I always try to like craft a joke, and then I just fuck up halfway through, and it's like, I can't do it.
Yeah. More hot takes on Legion. I feel like swoop bikes are terrible now.
I feel like they were always terrible to me.
They're always terrible. I think what do you call them?
It's like, why do
Staps?
you want to do 2-3 dice attacks when I could just do a 6 dice attack with like a normal?
And then run away.
Yeah.
Because being close to units, that was so good.
How the fuck are you supposed to get that close nowadays? Like, everything wants to be a range 2 now.
Oh, you can. It's just, you're going to die.
Yeah.
What I find interesting is that they just did not touch Stap Riders, and no one has played them since I played them in like 2021.
I mean, they're legitimately good. Like, their AI plays into what they want to do. It's just like,
They're expensive. They're fragile.
I thought they were cheaper than
No, they're.
Empire bikes.
I'm pretty sure they're 75 points, and then you want to give them the free aim.
They're 80 points.
Oh, they're 80 points now. What? Did they go up?
Maybe. What Empire bikes look
Empire
like?
bikes are 80 as well. I'm pretty sure.
I thought they were like 90.
Nope, 80 points.
80. Okay.
Empire bikes are so much better.
It's significantly better. Why would I ever take?
But the Staps have critical too, so kind of
Oh.
nice. They're good. They're
So
bad.
it's like they're better against cover than. It's all black dice.
Yeah. Well, see, my issue is they don't surge either way. I would like them to surge on defense. That'd be very nice.
I mean, you get agile, so you could just like
You get 2 dodges max.
or 3 dodges if you just do moves.
Yeah, you just triple move. But the way I used to play them is you have one with the HQ uplink, then you have 2 with the link targeting array. So you always flip the last one in the group to give everyone orders. So then there's aims up front. So when you come swooping in or stapping in, it works out better. But usually it just doesn't work that way. They just get deleted off a board. What other units I feel like need very, very much help? Pike soldiers.
Pikes were so good for so long.
Pikes were so good for so long. They need something else. I don't really know what they need. They just need a little TLC.
You want some headphones, Story?
Yeah. Let's go, dude.
You want a chair? Grab a chair.
Poor Katie is not feeling
We're making this a podcast.
The talk.
The talk of Star Wars.
The talk of Star Wars. The hawk of Star Wars. All right, speaking of very harsh things to consider, what do you guys think about the snail tank nowadays? You don't have the transport with the full units anymore.
You can only take special forces or core.
I thought, yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Here's what's keeping me from playing snails. Mine fell and it broke.
Oh.
So that's why I'm not playing snails anymore.
We'll have Tori's Venmo in the description if anyone wants to help donate to help Tori get a new snail tank
Picture
fund.
is the account is my full name, and the picture is Jack Nicholson smoking a cigarette out in the ocean.
10% will go to charity. She works on the weekends.
5. Bazinga!
Aha. What other units do you think are just underplayed?
Nobody really.
I feel like we saw one lat here. The lats are cool.
I mean, like, there's a place for it, but like nobody's gonna use it.
Oh, is the microphone on there working now?
What?
Oh, never.
No, this.
I thought
But
that
you can like talk loud enough and it'll
okay.
pick up over here. Yo, let's up the gain a little
Let's
bit.
go. Here we go.
What's going on in this game right now?
What's up, YouTube? This is Imperial Goldfish Jr.
Back at it again.
I think Geonosians are going to be a little underplayed. I don't think they are now, but they will be.
But
Actually, I think they are now.
But they get so many free moves.
They do. Geonosians are so much fun, and they suck, and they're so much fun.
I think they're just very expensive.
And I think I'm realizing right now that I forgot to put on deodorant this morning, and I'm not adhering to my own event rules.
God damn, you're gonna get banned from your own event.
I will give you. I'll just give you just a warning, not a hard warning, just a warning.
That's fine. That's it. I'll take a warning.
Yep. So, how do we feel about Sun Fac and
Sun
Pago
Fac.
the Lesser?
Oh, he's old. He needs to get out of office.
Oh,
We
yeah.
need him out. We need to have an age limit. I know he's serving the queen, but how old is she?
Yep. God bless the Queen, though.
I think we need more bugs. That's the thing. This game needs more bugs. We're already getting crabs.
We need the zombie bugs now.
We need the zombie bugs.
We need the turret bugs. There's an FD in the game already. Just make it the same thing, but for droids.
We need that.
You need a unit that, like, if it gets too close to the other unit, it takes over your opponent's units.
When I pressed Josh and I asked, "Are they coming?" and he said, "Absolutely nothing." So
Wow. What a
that
great guy.
Reveals nothing.
You know, I asked Josh some questions as well. He didn't want to give me any answers. But you know what I can tell you?
Tight-lipped.
Yeah. I can tell you that he does know some rules of this game.
Would you say he's the best?
Alright.
Well, I was going in the world.
In the world, best human or best judge? Best legion?
Best judge, not best human, not best.
Best judge would go to Judge Judy, I would have to say. I'm sorry.
You know what, Judge Mathis? I think he was an underrated judge of all the judges. Judge Mathis is the underrated judge. Judge Judy, hilarious, well known. Judge Mathis took no shit.
Yeah. True.
Here we are at hour 30 of our 6-hour game.
I like this. This is nice. We can just get to talk.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Imagine a judge show, right? But built more like a game show because you have Steve Harvey, Judge Steve Harvey, Judge.
Steve Harvey.
You did what
Wait, who?
to his car? Oh hell no! We love Steve Harvey. I would die for that show. I want to work. I would love to have that show. Judge Steve Harvey. All rise for Judge Harvey.
Or what happens if you just had a whole bunch of comedians be like the Supreme Court of comedians?
Okay. Who do you got on the Supreme Court meetings? I think Steve Harvey stays on there.
I think Steve Harvey. You got to get Kevin Hart in there just because of the popularity in there,
Sure. Yeah.
and then you got to get Nikki Glazer for the female aspect and viewpoints.
Then you gotta get an old head.
Yeah. Okay, let's go with Louis C.K.
Yeah.
I think that would be a controversial pick, but he's older. He's been there for a while. I like that.
It would be like George Carlin, but
Yeah, it would have been George Carlin if he was alive, and instead he would have died in office, and then
somebody terrible would have
somebody
taken his
terrible.
place.
But yeah, exactly.
But I feel like it would solve so many issues in the current agenda
If we did comedians, in the
Yeah.
Supreme Court. Okay.
No idea what they would do. No idea what their opinions are, but
They just make rulings that are funny.
yeah.
I like that. Honestly, I really like that. The funny rulings. Could you imagine that?
It's like AMBAM deployment.
Like, so you,
We don't talk about ambient deployment.
Yeah, that's a banned subject
We
on this
don't-
podcast.
We don't talk about ambient deployment.
At you, Phil Tuner. Some say Josh is like an owl. Always there. Always questioning who's doing what.
hey, can you do me a solid and press the delete and then hit 5? Sweet.
I'm very questioning why
Did
you
it-
press the 5 above the letters and not on the side.
I would have done. I would have.
I don't have a numpad at home.
Numpad
Okay.
superiority.
I forgot about the numpad for the last 10 years of my life. That's why.
All I do at work is the number pad.
Same.
That makes sense.
The number pad's fun. I like it.
Except when I go to use a phone and the phone has it flipped.
Hold on. What? What do you mean?
You ever used like a
What?
So the number pad, like the number 1 is in the bottom left corner.
Whoa.
On a phone, it's in the top left
Hell
corner.
Oh!
It's some
Hell
bullshit.
no. Hell no.
Who decided that idea?
That's bullshit. No, thank you.
How confusing would that be if you flipped it around on new keyboards to adhere to the current meta of cell phone development?
I will be back. I'm gonna go search for Katie, make sure she's okay.
Okay,
She
well,
played her first 4 rounds. Oh, never mind. She just texted me.
Oh, she's
oh no.
She does not feel good after 4 games, 2 days of games. Her first full day tournament.
and drinks.
Well, yeah, there is that. There was that last night. Lots of that last night.
Do you like alcohol?
Do you like jazz?
Jam.
I'm gonna go get a sit rep from the table real quick. I'll be back.
Okay, we'll trust our in-person reporter, Tori. Speaking
Live and on the spot.
of live and on the spot, I can see him right now, standing at an impressive maybe 6 foot on a good day.
Taking about a 90-degree angle to peer in.
Yeah. Maybe we move the camera just so we can look at Tori instead.
Let's just, that sounds 100% more entertaining. Just, what do we got?
There's our man on the ground, Tori.
Hey, Tori, look up. No, that way.
There he is,
There he is.
front and center, showing us what he can do. Showing us the jazz hands, showing us everything. Except what's underneath his pants.
This is what you get when you do 4 games back to back over 2 days.
And it's the slowest game we've seen with no big dice rolls except for a couple around.
Bring back time.
Bring back chess clocks. Did I tell you about what we tried to do in Southern California?
What did you do in Southern California?
In Southern California, we want to start doing shot clocks for Legion, 45-second activations. If rolling dice doesn't count towards the 45 seconds, but if you run out of your 45-second just thinking time, you just flip down a token, and that's it. And it goes to your opponent.
He's just like acting on instinct at that point.
Yeah. It's either your move shooting, aim shooting, just quick, get the action done, out of here in an hour 30. Look at this. 1, 2, 3,
No,
4.
an actual shot counter where it's like if you don't do something with your character, like it's just removed from the game.
Yeah. What's shooting 4 red dice? Is it the B2s in
Yo
melee?
mama.
No, it's the B2s trying to shoot the ATST maybe.
Oh, they watch those wrist rockets.
Oh my gosh, the wrist rockets are happening, guys. Well, it looks like Grievous actually did something this round.
He moved.
He moved. I think he killed the whole Ewok squad that was over there.
Nice.
looks like it's 9-6 right now. That's the current update.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Let's update that for you guys so you guys understand what's going on in this game.
For the people that are just skipping through and didn't listen to this entire podcast
Yeah.
stuff.
So, big takeaways from this game. Play fast, play aggressive.
Play hard. Dicks out for Harambe.
Yep. And you remember what Calhoun always says? It's always about the game. Not the friends that you make along the way. It's about the game. I have no idea how they're going to get to 11.
It's like just end a game now.
Yeah. Because it's going to be 9 to something, and then he's going to score the things for that, and then he already has the advantage, I'm pretty sure. I have no idea who's blue.
Blue's droids, right?
I think blue's droids.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really... My opinion does not matter anymore.
I feel like I was like being a lot more professional in all the other ones, and now I'm just like, fuck it.
Well, if we're being honest, this game should not have taken place.
What makes you say that?
I don't know. I feel like everyone... See, my issue is when I'm playing a game, I don't care about like how the game's going, like other tables. But walking around, I see people like holding their their rulers like way above the table and be like, "Oh, I can move here. I can make this move. I can do this." Like,
just doing it.
I'm just like, why are we all cheating, guys? It's literally a tournament for an invite. It's not like a cash prize or something. Just have fun.
It's an invite so you can spend money to get to a place.
Yeah.
And get a trophy.
Yeah. And you know who else is going to call you guys out for cheating? All of the competitive people that have the invite. It's like I love competitive events, but it brings out the worst in people.
Yeah.
But you know who it doesn't bring out the worst in?
What?
His name's Tom Brady. One of the best soccer players of all time.
I thought he was a football player.
Yeah, football. American football, which is soccer.
Now you got me confused again.
All right, so right now we have 2 objectives that no one's going to blow up because it's round 5. So it's going to be 1 more VP on each side. The game's basically done. The only issue is...
But we need to know the side objective.
The side objective is recon intel. I'm pretty sure they're each going to get 1 VP. And once they each get 1 VP, the score is going to be 10 to 10 if he blows up this objective. But I don't think he has enough units right now. So I think he has 1 or 2 units, and right now there's... What is...
They get a point up there, right?
No, he needs to be...
Be blowing it up.
He needs to be securing it, not contesting it. Can we zoom in by the ATSC? Let's take a look what's going on down there.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Droidicas, that's his leader.
That's a T-Series.
Yeah, it's a T-Series. There's no more people over there. Yeah, it's the T-Series. And
Well, that's part of like the B.
yeah, it's part of the B2s. The B2s are going to survive. The Droidicas have it, so it's not going to blow up this turn because he's holding it securely. He just locked the other person in so he can't get more units there. The game's done.
Yeah. They just need to game it out at this point. What if they just like in protest just didn't continue the game? Just like...
In protest, they would both be kicked out of this tournament. I'm done.
As one of the judges, you're removed.
Yeah, as one of the judges, I say you're not allowed to play anymore.
Should have an event where you could just kick people out for just being obtuse about playing the game.
Yeah. This man just went underneath the table to go the other side. No one saw that except me, I'm pretty sure. And
I didn't even get that on stream.
yeah, it was on stream. The man went underneath the table to reach the other side.
Do you think he's gonna do it again?
I hope he does it again. Try and get. We'll see if this happens on the reverse. Try and get him to come back.
I'll
There he
watch
is,
this.
back under the table. Hopefully soon.
It's the one that's moving stuff right now, right?
Yeah. Almost. There he goes. There he goes. Underneath the table. The fastest route playing this game at the moment. It's a very impressive move, very athletic. I would say it's very demure and very cutesy. Not very demure, but very.
I don't know about mindful, but
I don't really know about anything besides cutesy anymore. I don't even know what demure means, but I keep saying the word.
oh, it's so in vogue right now.
Yeah. Was it very Sigma of him to do that? What does that even mean? Was it skibbity toilet?
Is he doing a fandom tax at the moment?
I have no idea. We need a little cheat sheet for all these new words that these children are coming out with. Why are they defining our vocabulary? Why don't they learn hard words like ambulance?
Why don't they just steal more words from the minorities?
That's a crazy, crazy concept.
Like most of like slang words just come from a certain group of people, and then like white people take it and they just assume it's theirs.
Yeah. That's what people do with land. Not just whites. Every race has done that with land. If you look back in the test of time. But you know what? No one really cares anymore, except a fair few folk. I don't know who those folk are. Maybe the Brits, maybe the Scottish, maybe the Irish. I don't know. They always have a beef over there about like Northern Ireland or Ireland.
Then they gotta have their car bombs and nail bombs and whatnot.
Yeah. It's a very interesting
I
world.
watched that episode on Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah. I know some people over there. His name's Ollie Dyer. Lives in UK, England. He's an alcoholic sometimes when he's at a bar. He's pretty good at Legion. I don't know if he knows the rules as well as Josh Hale, but God, can that man drink? It was making me feel un-American looking at him. Do you ever just like get out un-Americaned by like non-Americans? It's crazy.
Like some dude that's got like 50 guns and he's like firing them all at the same time.
Sometimes I feel un-American looking at like just what they're doing in Saudi Arabia, just shooting the guns up in the air.
At a
just
wedding.
without a care.
And this is the line of the free.
Look at that. That's a crazy move. I don't even... What was that? That looked more than a speed 2.
Like he's using the speed 3.
He's just holding it above. Just put it on the table and actually do a move.
But it wouldn't fit if I put it on the table.
Yeah, it wouldn't fit if you put it on the table. It's too big. Brought to you by Chew. Run it back.
That's what she said. Whoa.
Whoa.
Uh, 6 into heavy cover.
Okay.
Let's make a podcast called the Heavy Cover Podcast.
Yeah. Brought to you by Allstate. They can cover you. All your needs.
You're in good hands.
Yeah. Dun 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 dun.
Farmer says Guardian. They can guard you a thing or two because they've seen a thing or two.
Indeed.
No, that's an insurance company.
Oh.
Or no, wait. What is Indeed again? No, that's a hiring company.
Yeah. What's LinkedIn again?
For a minute there, I thought I could start like a Who's on Second bit, but it didn't really carry on.
No. So, right now what's happening in the game is he's rolling dice. The dice are being rolled.
Rolled dice.
Wow.
ASMR.
Wow, he's rolled a couple of dice. He's trying to shoot into somebody.
Hey, I'm gonna mess with my knobs here. Let's see here. Let's put
All right,
you
let's
really low.
So let's do this with a little noise, shall we? Looks like you get 4 reds, 3 vote away. Oh, he's just moving them around. Now we're looking at 7. Looks like we got no blocks on something. I wonder who's dying right now. Me inside. But you know what they say? In life, there's things that you can do. But sometimes the smallest things are the big things. All right, guys, let's break down what's going on. Things have been moved around the table. Someone's leaving rules sticks and movement sticks on the board on both sides of the table, which is technically illegal under the rules, because you could be measuring nothing with those.
Only
All right.
one measure. Oh,
There we go.
Does that mean
There
it's
we go.
over?
There we
Are
go.
Free from this mortal coil?
We are.
Who won?
I don't know. It looks like droids won, I think. I have no idea.
I would definitely assume droids. I think they have 12 points. I see 2 blue dice with 6s.
Oh, with 6s? Maybe you should go to Vegas and roll 6 dice. Well, as we always say here at Imperial Goldfish, sometimes the ocean's too big to swim, but our little fishbowl is big enough. Until next time, guys.